What else is here?
Where is the doc? Hey guys, we are live with some. Are we live? Yeah, we are. We're live with some bonus content. I am Alex O'Neill, your conductor. With me, Tony Horvath,
Hi.
Scott Gauthier,
Hey.
and Nabashin. What?
This is not where I do intro, so yeah.
Just make noise and hope it works. How you doing, Nabashin? How's your couple weeks off been?
Oh, it's been a couple of weeks, been a couple of days. I
Well.
just a couple of weeks from working with you guys or something.
From recording, like we didn't record a normal episode last time we recorded. Instead, we recorded for 9 hours. You missed that, Scott. You fucking. I'm gonna peace out because my family needs me. You turned into Batman and swooped away
Yep.
for like because all
did.
they did need you. I told you to go. I yelled at you to leave.
Get out.
But no, we recorded episode 5, part 5, day 5, right after day 1. Just I can ruin that surprise now for this bonus content, a little inside baseball. But man, it was weird not having you for the rest of everything.
I know, because I'm normally always there.
Yeah, you are. You are one of the reliable ones. You and Nobshin.
Hey.
All right, calm down, Tony. But
I'm still upset that Evan didn't stay.
yeah, Evan had no excuse except that he just didn't want to deal with us. It was about mostly games that he didn't have much say of, but he did win one category in his absence. His vote was the determining factor in one category, which was the biggest game bullshit of the year or whatever. Which was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
Scott, since I know you're never going to listen to this podcast.
A biggest game what?
Like, biggest game fuck up of the year, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
And most disappointing game.
And most disappointing game.
Yeah.
God, that most disappointing game discussion was great. But before actually we get to you, Nobshin, how your life's been, I've been fucking looking at this surge, ready to crack it open. We're doing it. Are you ready?
All
Come on,
right.
Tony. Go! Oh, yeah. Oh, God, it got on my pop filter.
Oh no. Well, that's like not even close to the worst thing that's ever been on that pop filter.
It tastes like 90s.
Yep.
It tastes literally like that logo looks.
It does.
It's pretty good. All right, Nobshin, take it away.
So you finally got the Surge?
Yep.
Yeah. Came like 5 days later.
It was like 3 days after we finished, like last Wednesday.
You had it for roommates, right?
Yeah, Ethan and I had ours on roommates.
Okay.
We drank it out of wine glasses because I thought that was appropriate. That's pretty
Yeah,
much.
I saw it was green, but I didn't know if that was my monitor or not.
Yeah.
that minute I was there.
Yeah, that's a really good episode. I'm gonna let you know, Nobshin. That's one of my
Alright.
favorites. How's life been?
Nothing. Just ever since I got back from being there, it's just been work, and yeah, it's just been literally just work, hanging out with my best friends, and nothing's really been happening. Like I've been working hard just to get everything ready for the game of year stuff. So found the images and shit like that. And,
Oh yeah, that was fun.
yeah. And like after all that was done, I was listening to this again. It's like, oh, I still have to do tell them my game of the year because that podcast still matters to me, and not have to work on their Vintage Hype meter and shit like that. So I've been kind of busy, but not exactly. But yeah, it's been keep myself active and I guess somewhat creative because I've been thinking about some creative stuff lately and I don't know. This is just I had a lot of inspiration and boredom at work, so it was just I'm thinking about stuff. Oh, that sounds smart. That seems cool, type of stuff. And I don't know. I'm feeling more creative, more for some reason. I don't know why. It's like a new year. Maybe just because it's 2015 now. I feel more creative. I feel like I want to do something new, something different.
I totally understand that. I get the same way. At the beginning of the
So
year.
I'm quitting Irrational Passions. I'm going to Kotaku. So that's what's
All right. Have fun at
I don't know what I'm saying
Kotaku.
right now.
All right. You know what? I saw some things about that specific situation that really pissed me off.
Really?
Yeah, someone I'm not going to mention said that they thought that was a big step down. They lost a lot of respect for the person in question because of that. And I'm like, I have nothing but respect for the person in question, and that will not change no matter where he writes for. So,
TPIQ. Person in question.
so I would never lose respect for anyone because they went to Kotaku or anything.
A place is just a place. The person's still a person, though.
Yeah, like that. Especially like he put up like a good old piece today that under a new name that like, oh yeah, he's still that guy and he still writes about those topics. So
Yeah, and like probably the only like bad thing, quote unquote, about it is that we won't see him as much because it was like such a video type of thing. But like I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel, so like he'll be there weekly just doing streams or whatever. So I'll still see him, but I just won't see him as much. But I feel like the main reason, like at least one of the main reasons he went to Kotaku, so like he get more of his writing. Like he's more of a writer than he is a video person. At least that's what it seems like what he kind of is, and so like he'll just get more of that satisfaction that he would at Giant Bomb. So
yeah, no, I agree, and I think he's more open to cover social issues and stuff at Kotaku, and that's what he wanted to move towards, and I totally understand that. But
I'm behind him.
yeah, like I'm gonna read everything that he writes.
I like when he plays roguelikes.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's
when's the last time he did that?
Actually, not too long ago.
Yeah,
He did some stuff.
he did Isaac Rebirth.
Yep.
When that came out, so
He did a bunch of Spelunky.
yeah.
That was
He's
good
going to
shit.
do Demon Souls pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm excited about that a lot. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, nothing on the side. Just too much shit.
Except you're moving to Kotaku, understandable. Step up.
All right, see ya.
A lot would say.
I would say it's like a massive step down.
Lost a lot of respect for him.
God damn it, Nabashin.
Scott, what about you? You've had a couple weeks off. No school, no podcasts, just life.
I did stuff.
Did you record a podcast?
No.
Did you and Tony finally start the Scott and Tony shit on everything podcast?
Dude, that's a long time coming.
Dude, I would.
No, that
support
already
that.
had 5 episodes and it's canceled now. Because we already shit on everything. What's left to shit on?
It's true.
Literally all
Until
of
new
existence.
shit comes out. Though technically there's new shit that came out this week that is worth shitting on, maybe.
Okay.
Get like a game that was supposed to release on free to play and then it cost $20. And it's probably free to play. And it's probably pay to win.
That's news, I guess, but whatever.
That came out yesterday.
Okay.
I've been following that very closely.
I'm excited about that. I haven't heard about that. I've been kind of out of touch.
It actually looks like a really good game too.
Okay. Scott, what about life? You've been up to stuff.
I know I have, but I forget.
He forgot about the stuff that he was up to. Scott and I hung out this week.
Scott and Tony are at my house right now.
Yeah.
I'm super sick. You guys probably shouldn't be here, but whatever.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
We're having a good time. Drinking some Surge.
Yep.
Full of regret already.
No, this is better than Sprite. It's like
I
a
kinda
citrus
like it a
flavor like Sprite, except for Sprite has this aftertaste of like I call it tar, even though it's totally not the same thing. But
Right with that tar.
this doesn't have it.
God! It's Marlboro and Sprite. The fucking thing's ruining our lungs and mouths. Switch to Camel. Just drop more cigarette brands. No, I think it has like a smoother finish than Sprite as well.
It's good.
It tastes like Fresca a little bit. It's good. It's better than Fresca.
It's cheaper. It's about as cheap as regular soda, anyways.
Yeah.
That you buy in cans,
You just have to buy it in bigger cans and in bulk, kind of.
kind of.
We're drinking Surge. I don't know if we established that at any point.
Yeah, it's good.
We did.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
90s soda.
during the opening.
Yeah, 90s.
Next week we'll have Crystal Pepsi.
Fuck, man. I would love to drink some Crystal Pepsi.
Are you one of those weirdos?
I
Yeah.
love Crystal Pepsi. Why
I
did
was
you
just like, what?
No, Tony took a picture of me and tweeted it, and I just saw that.
Oh! I thought you got offended by it, and I said that.
It's like blueberry Pepsi. It was delicious. It was great.
Oh, like I never really had it. But like, I
No,
think
that
it
was
like
Pepsi Blue.
Yeah, that is Pepsi Blue. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Crystal Pepsi. Everyone thought it was gonna just taste like Pepsi and be clear,
It's good.
but it doesn't taste like Pepsi.
Yeah, there's like a big following about that. Just like bring back Crystal Pepsi. Like it's insane.
I would love to have one more Crystal Pepsi and one more Pepsi Blue. That's it.
Just one.
Yeah. Because then I could remember and be like, oh, 90s kid Alex, you're an idiot, or you were a genius, and then walk away from it forever. I don't know, like, Surge has been relatively successful, so Pepsi might do something like
Well,
It's funny because like you guys like Pepsi, you don't like Coke all that much.
No, I like Coke more than Pepsi.
Oh yeah.
That
that's right.
switched when I started
Yeah.
drinking Mexican Coke.
Oh, okay.
there you go. It's on eBay right there.
No, that
So like,
expired
but
in
the
1912.
only way that I drink those things if it's either like a cherry Coke or vanilla Coke, something of the sort.
Have you had a real sugar Coke?
No.
It's good.
Pretty good.
It's really good. Or
Have you had real Coke?
no, I'm not.
Good on you.
Yeah, step up. So you don't remember anything you've done over the past like 3 weeks? Scott?
Scott, we hung out.
That's a joke. We hung out. We played some Dominion card game.
That game's fun.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
I heard.
You're supposed to come over that day, but then you were like, no.
I was like, no,
All right, so we'll do it tomorrow.
no.
Weekend?
Tomorrow is the weekend.
Tomorrow is the weekend. We'll see. Not this weekend. Maybe next weekend
right.
before school.
Okay.
Then I've like forgot to tell Navashine after, but like I texted Navashine. I was like, Navashine, Scott and I are gonna play Fibbage, and then Navashine was like, all right, I don't care, I'm playing something else. and then I
Never
tried
changed.
to download it, so I put Navashine's profile on Scott's PlayStation, and then I tried to download the Jackbox Party Pack, and it took like 16 hours. And so we
is that
didn't
your
play.
fault, Scott?
It's not particularly my fault. It's probably the fault of how we have this thing set up. But like when we were playing Destiny, that worked completely fine at my house with 2 people playing it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The PlayStation Network was just being stupid. And
Yeah,
dumb,
well,
so-
I mean, oh fuck, that's news.
Yeah, that is
news.
Is it?
Well, the whole Christmas Day PlayStation Network stuff. We'll get to it.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay. Yeah, I heard about that.
yeah.
I think I heard about that from you.
Yeah. We talked about it before we recorded the Game of the Year show. All right. Sounds like fun. You guys been up to having some fun.
Yep.
I didn't have any fun.
I
last
tried to
week.
steal his fantasy life. He had none. He had none of it.
No.
You're having none of that bullshit.
No.
All right. Anything else, Scott?
I really can't.
Like, what is your schedule been? Just kind of relaxing.
Yep.
So Scott's normal schedule, I've pretty much figured it out. He wakes up at some point during the day, does something in his house for like
a mystery.
an hour or two.
Yeah.
Then he gets on the internet around 5 o'clock,
Okay. 5 p.m.
5-ish. He shows up and he's like, hey. I don't know what he's doing at that point.
We exchanged a lot of text messages over this break, and like it's Antonio, you'd always respond like, "You can talk out loud," and I'd hear you literally right now. And I thought that was hilarious. So
That's funny because like I was in TeamSpeak, but like I just other side of the room, other side of the house, type deal. Like,
Yeah.
I don't leave TeamSpeak. I just walk away.
yeah,
I tell the people in the channel that I'm not here right now, but I gone.
you're gone. You're not paying attention to that garbage.
Nope.
What about you, Tony?
So this week, I hung out with Scott.
Cool.
I slept a lot.
Oh,
Applied for employment.
I'm doing the same thing.
We should work at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Is that what? So we can like
So
be
we can get wings.
so we get hot wings,
Yeah.
literally.
And it's not open yet, so they're looking for.
Is the one in
guys.
Columbia not open yet?
No,
Oh shit.
just open. Well, not in Columbia, rather. It's on Route 1
Oh, I see.
in the new shopping center.
There's one much
No,
closer.
the one in Columbia has been open for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, we went there for one of my friend's birthdays and got real drunk.
Yeah, Ethan went there after work for a beer.
Yeah,
So, no, it's that's the one I would probably apply to just because it's so much closer.
ish.
It
It is closer to you for sure, but like the one you're almost guaranteed to get a spot there if you apply. So there you go. It's a thing.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I have a lot of options I'm
Right.
looking into at the moment. So, but what else?
Video games.
Playing a lot of video games?
Yep.
I played a lot of video games. I was like, hey, it's fucking makeup time. let's make up for, because I had like 1 week where I was just editing podcasts. I'm like, what can I just play while listening to all of these podcasts I have? All billions of hours, 17 hours.
Yeah, it's just been like video games, doing the things I said previously, and a lot of trying to get out of the house and not being able to.
Yeah.
Because my car doesn't like to move when it doesn't have oil in it. I need
yeah.
to go do that.
Yeah, I had to do that before I went to North Carolina.
So,
Funny story about that. I missed a speech because that happened. My car did run out of oil, then I couldn't.
Ooh. Is that why you weren't there that one day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You get to make it up,
stupid
though.
oil.
No problem.
They had it had a flashing type light that said, "This is out now. You need to fix this now."
Yeah.
I was like, "Where was the warning for this?"
Yeah, I was in getting my oil change, and the guy's like, there was like no oil left in that. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, sorry about that. He's like, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, I know. Whatever.
I'm just a fucking terrible person.
That is what this person said to me.
Yeah.
So how I realized was I was going to Taco Bell at like 2:30.
I'm already in.
I had to try those Crunchwrap sliders.
Yeah, they're pretty good,
They're
right?
pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't like
fucking
the
love
BLT
it.
one that much.
The BLT looks like the weakest one.
Yeah.
I haven't had it. It's just, dude, put Fritos in everything at Taco Bell. I don't give a shit,
Though
man.
the one of the ones that I got, it seems like they made it like beforehand because all the Fritos they were not crunchy. Yeah, I didn't like that one, but they were good. But anyway, I was sitting waiting for the tacos at Taco Bell, and
or Crunchwraps if you prefer.
yeah, and then my engine was just my engine was like, "Hey, I need oil," and I was like, "All right, well, fuck." So then I went home and I was like, "I'm not touching that thing again until I get oil in it."
Yeah, understandable. All right,
Yeah,
sounds pretty good. Let's start the show then.
dude. But I want to hear about Navashin.
Navashin, he already went.
I know. I want to hear more.
first.
It's not
I feel like Navashin's like gone. I haven't heard from him.
I'm here.
All right. So Navashin, when are you gonna come hang out with us?
Yeah, it's just as simple as that. Fuck it, man. Just drive.
When we
up.
do our Game of the Generation show.
All right. So next week,
No.
a top 4 list in order.
You understand that the Game of the Generations is like 5 Game of the Year shows scrunched up into one.
It's like a whole month of episodes we'd have
We
to
can just
pre-record.
we just take the winners from every category for the past like 3 years of Game of the Year shows for Irrational Passions.
So
Add in the stuff that was before we were doing Irrational Passions, and then make a show.
no. I'd be okay with Mass Effect 2, Skyrim being on that list. But like no.
But let's be real, Game of the Generation, Persona 4 Golden.
Well, that was technically the game of the PS2 generation.
Yeah, it's that one too.
No. That'll never happen.
So a month from now, Navashin?
No. We're not doing a Game of the Generation podcast. I'm drawing a fucking line in the sand.
like ever.
Probably like ever.
Why don't we just start
do at
making
least
lists now for
We have
this
to wait till
generation?
Tales of whatever the one is coming out this year.
Yeah, Tales of Zestiria is coming out.
So that after Irrational Passions episode 3000,
Whew.
when this generation
You are
ends,
reaching, my friend. Scott can't even fucking believe that shit.
No, because like when you do the math, Alex would be like 50.
Yeah, no, I'd be editing podcasts every Tuesday for 50 years.
you'd be pretty good at it.
I would be. I'm pretty good at it now.
I can imagine the show going on until we die.
I'd hope so. Like,
Scott's like, yeah, till I die.
because like we're coming up on 5 years this year. This summer will be 5 years, which is half of a decade. Which is
Shit, that long already?
yeah, like an absurd amount of time.
So here's what we need to do. We need to up our output of shows per year.
It was funny, like, because when I have the audio files that I put in a folder.
Yeah.
And for episode 160, which was our Game of the Year show last year, I had a folder up, and it's up top because it's a folder. It's a different file type, and then it has all 4 parts because we lost day 2,
Yeah, it sucks.
which sucked so bad. Scott, that was Scott's fault.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't your fault. It was Audacity's fault, but.
If I knew how to recover it beforehand, it could have happened, but I opened Audacity again, and it wrote over the temp save.
Yeah, but bygones be bygones. So 210 is this year's Game of the Year show, or last year's, I guess. And it's exactly 50 episodes afterwards. So we hit our exact amount of episodes per year quota which was 50 episodes in a year.
Let's up that to 200.
No.
4 shows a week.
Like, at first I'm like, no, Tony, don't be. Are you fucking kidding?
I think we could do 4 shows a week.
Fuck no. Man, if they were like 30 minutes long, but God knows I can't trust
we
you.
We would have to split each segment up into a different show.
Yeah.
That is how that would have to
I could
work.
do that. But no, why would you do that?
I don't know.
Like, so the last segment where we have one email
Because
and
bigger
one
numbers mean
voicemail?
that you're a better podcast. Obviously.
Obviously.
That's why Giant Bomb uses like up to 8 letters in their shows.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Bombcast like 01/01 2015.
I can't believe I've been listening to the Giant Bombcast since their second year in 2009, which is a long time.
Very long time.
It's 6 years, which is kind of crazy. So they're up to what 300 episodes, past that, way past that. They've been going for 7 years.
Yeah, they don't even number theirs. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah, they don't care. It was great because like when Ryan put out that show, it was like we put out 52 shows a year, no matter what, and they still do. Like that was like a weird goal that they
Oh
always.
man,
met.
you know what that means? Next year we have to be 53 episodes.
53 shows. We have to do
Suck
one
it,
extra
Bombcast.
show. We got to put out that Tales of Zillia spoiler
Oh
cast.
my god, put that fucking show out though. I'm so mad. It's been a year.
All right.
And you're like, I remember I started asking about it like 2 weeks after we did it, and I was like, oh, I'll put it out next week. It'll be out soon. It'll be out the
and
next
then I had
time
to
we
edit
don't
the
do an
Game of the Year
episode.
show stuff, and then I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, and then my file, my voice file, is still in our file server.
Yep, I left it there. I see it every time I go and delete the old files. So
It'll never happen.
we can start the real show now, Machine. I can stop torturing you now.
What? Why is he being tortured?
I'm just teasing.
No, machine. No.
Yeah, are you ready with Audacity, man? All right, on 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scott, did you get it? Did you hit it?
No, I did it.
So here's the real question, Alex.
What?
What class are you gonna play
What class? In what?
when you play WoW with us?
Fuck you. Just go fuck yourself. How about that?
I think you'd be a really good Death Knight.
Sure. Sounds cool. I'm never gonna play it, so
Why not? You should. They're like then there'd be 6 of us.
I don't have enough time for the whatever shit.
You can start at level 90 though, so it's like easy.
I don't care. So it's like easy.
And then you can PvP with Scott and put bombs on all the tanks, and then drive the tanks into people, and then they explode.
Right. Sounds cool. Too bad I'll never do it.
You could do it. I think it's impossible though.
All right. Anybody need anything?
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Yeah. Some surge breath right there. Anybody need anything?
I'm set.
What's that?
All right.
Should be good.
Okay. We're recording. Blah blah. Anything else I have to put up? Okay. I'll just put the link in.
So they're adding a new thing to WoW in this year. You can tweet from the game now.
Okay. You could do that from Uncharted
Yeah.
2.
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting that they're doing that now. Weird.
All right. It is Friday, January 16th, 2015, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am Alex O'Neill. With me, I have Scott Guthier,
Hey.
Tony Horvath,
Hey!
and Brian Nabashin Jackson.
Hashtag name your junk after a game. I would be Mass Effect.
Oh, God. And welcome, Happy New Year, everybody, to New Year of Irrational Passions podcast. Nice smile, Scott. You look like you're ready for a fucking whole new year of Irrational Passions.
Scott's thinking of a
I
good
think
thing to
that's a
name his
great
junk.
name to give your drunk.
What, Mass Effect?
Yeah.
My junk has a mass effect on everything around me. Mine would be Dark Souls. Congratulations to Yacht Club Games for Shovel Knight, our 2014 Game of the Year. If that's a spoiler, because like that podcast went up today and you're watching this live, I'm sorry, I guess. Oh, fucking man. I had to sit and listen to all those podcasts, so.
Any post-mortem stuff you want to do, since we have sensible people here in this room?
Yeah, we got all the sensible people left. Evan and Greg are gone. We killed them.
Get out.
We killed them during the Game of the Year show. I was going to say, because in case you didn't listen to the bonus count, Scott and Evan weren't there for 2, 3, and 4 because they left. We recorded day 1 and day 5 back to back, and then you guys had to go out for stuff. Mm-hmm. Evan didn't actually have to leave. Scott had to go.
Yeah, Evan was just being a jerk.
That's why we recorded day 5 second, and that's why Scott and Evan are in that.
I made sure to make him feel bad about it.
Postmortems. What do you have any notion?
I just find it interesting that we didn't put Dark Souls 2 on anything or even Tales of Xillia, but we have like Sigurd Kagura there 2 times.
I am upset that you guys that you didn't fight for Dark Souls 2 with me.
There weren't like a lot of things in the days that you weren't gone that it was on. I don't think.
No, like we had like the best action adventure game. We could have put Dark Souls, or even our best RPGs. We didn't even put Dark Souls 2 on. I just realized this like after like it was all said and done. Like, oh wow, I didn't nominate it. No one brought it up. So
yeah,
I guess that shows how forgetful that game might be for some people, or at least for like our group when Scott's not there.
I mean, like I'm really looking forward to playing it on PS4. That's my mindset right now. I really like that game, but I haven't played any of the DLC. I haven't gone back to it since April. I think since maybe May. I actually went back and watched my Let's Play of that I did, like all the live stream stuff, and I totally forgot. My old PS3 fucking ruined that whole game graphics-wise for me. That whole game, it was just everything, like textures were tearing across the screen the whole time, and like there were cases where like one texture was glowing, and because it has like this auto-adjust to the light source thing, everything else would get dark, and I couldn't see, and I would just fall off an edge. I'm like, oh yeah, my PS3 ruined this game for me. I can't wait to replay it and have it not be hot garbage. So I remember why I might not fondly remember that game as much. I had totally forgotten that because I've been going back and watching a lot of our old YouTube stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I would like the Dark Souls to have been up on more stuff for sure.
Remember when we sat in your old room and played the entirety of Dark Souls 1?
Yeah,
that was shit.
That was awesome. We live streamed the whole thing.
We need to do more of that shit.
Yeah, I know.
We used to live stream a lot.
I know, but like people would watch us play Dark Souls. Yeah. People don't watch us do anything now.
Well, that's because we don't do it.
Yeah. Oh. It's not as easy when we're all so busy.
That's true.
Busy.
All right.
So all I need is like a green cloth to hang on the boxes, so I don't look like hot street garbage.
Yeah.
Living in boxes.
Yeah.
And then I could do shit.
Yeah, I could give you my my thing. You need good lighting too.
I mean, I got lights directly above me.
That could work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I looked at that fucking Game of the Year list again. I just remembered everything that happened kind of like sequentially. I'm like, how the fuck did Shadow of Mordor end up as number 9 on this list?
I was so pissed about that too. I was like, guys, this got to be there.
No, it should have been higher. Fuck. And then I played more Dragon Age 3. I'm like, it should have been lower. It's weird. Like I played Dragon Age 3. I got past that point.
In defense of where it is.
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor didn't meet both fronts a game needs to meet, and that's the story and gameplay.
Yeah, but
Shadow of Mordor
the story doesn't matter.
Did not meet that story part where it tries to.
Scott, did you play Shadow of Mordor at all?
No.
All right, you should try.
No, Dragon Age doesn't play well.
Dragon Age is the opposite. It's got a great story.
Yeah,
like,
but
amazing.
But it doesn't play well at all.
It doesn't play well at all. You take the story away from that game.
What if the Dragon Age Inquisition gameplay was Shadow of Mordor?
That would be incredible.
With that story.
That would be amazing.
Right.
And like, somehow they work the Nemesis system into the Inquisition. That'd be like, that's a game of the year right there. Somebody listen to this and make that game.
Somebody just rip off both of those games real quick.
Please. No, like, it's weird playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I'll get into it in a bit, but like, I like as many things as I don't like about that game.
The games higher on that list meet both sides at least somewhat. Those two games, they don't.
I guess. Don't meet both. I mean, I wasn't as offended by the fucking Shadow Mordor story as a lot of people were.
I don't think it's much of a story. There's not enough there for me to be offended by it.
I mean,
I just didn't care.
I cared. I guess that was the difference. I don't know. I had like a lot less problems.
I did like the Golem missions, like for like 2 of them, and then they got really old.
I mean, like I enjoyed all of them for the Celebrimbor aspect of them.
Yeah,
all.
he's cool.
But yeah, like my probably like my other big takeaway was like I'm just happy I got Bayonetta 2 at least in the top 3 because I felt it deserved that much. And
I think it deserved that much.
I want to play that game for sure.
Yep.
So
Yeah. No one, I like no one at this sensible part of the table is going to disagree with you. No, I'm having now played Bayonetta 1. I really need to finish that and play Bayonetta 2 for sure. But I don't know. I was more upset with people's attitudes about things than I was like where we ended up with things.
fair enough.
I think that was like that was kind of the thing about, because I got to listen back to everything,
Right.
and just heard how people were approaching some of the arguments. But it's done is done. Shovel Knight won, Tony. Just rub that salt in the wound.
It's okay. Like, I went and played through the whole game because I hadn't played the whole game before.
and we ruined the ending for you.
It's not like, yeah, but I knew what was going to happen, kind of, but I didn't know exactly what happens at the end. So, like, it was still like, I still felt like I experienced it in a way similar to what I would have experienced if I had not known anything about it.
I don't think so.
But it had, like, almost no effect on me.
Yeah. Well,
sounds like Dragon Age Inquisition for me.
yeah, kind of. It's a clash of opinions.
I thought I had this thought, like, as I was watching the end of the game, I was like, this is a really solid, like, 6 to 4 range game of the year game.
that's number one right there.
I still am unconvinced, but I was like, I played like at least 4 games that are better than this year, but it's a good game.
But you know, like,
Though I do think that best soundtrack definitely Shovel Knight.
yeah, for sure, it is the best music.
We gave it to Mario Kart.
Yeah,
I think I like Mario Kart's music more, but like Shovel Knight has fantastic music. But no, I really like that game. You've told me, you've gone out of your way to tell me that you really don't like platformers.
I don't mind the platforming in Shovel Knight. Like, the thing I like that version of it because there's so much going on with it, and like, I like you can speedrun that game. That's one of the things I like about it. The platformers, like,
I don't know, but like,
I'm trying to think of a good one. Like, 3D platformers is really is one of the things I don't like the most.
I know, but like maybe it's just me being presumptuous, but like I just worry about you going into that game with a stigma against it because you played it after we had all of this, and you were convinced that it wasn't to be on that list. So to an extent, your expectation is going to color.
That's true, but
just like how I am with Dragon Age right now.
Yeah, as going into it, I was like, because I played the first like half of it before, so I went and I just replayed the whole thing, and I tried to do it in a way that I like to not have that, because I wanted to give it give it its due.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the game, but I like it more now that I finished it, but it didn't get as high on my list. So
yeah, it's just not a game that.
If I were doing my top 10 game of the year list now, it would have been on there. I can't really.
But I don't think it resonated as well as with you. But it resonated more with Scott,
Probably.
Evan, Nabash, and I, and that's fine. We all kind of combine those opinions into what. But I think it's an incredibly well-made, well-polished game, and that's something that should be commended, especially for last year's set of games. I don't know. Hey, Scott, do you have any postmortems?
Yeah, my biggest thing is that.
Bravely Default won Best 3DS Game.
Yep.
Because he was there.
Yeah, because you were there. It lost literally everything else when you weren't there.
I think this guy don't know much about it.
We were like, Scott opted out, and then we just strike it from the list with all this malicious intent.
Yeah, it's after knowing, because not knowing, figuring it out is a huge part to that game.
Yeah.
Now, after knowing, I'm kind of iffy on if you should go back.
Yeah, maybe like the big shock and awe factor is gone for me now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good, though. I'll tell you that much. I don't know, like, I'm really happy with the content. I put out some fun facts on Twitter, and then I recombined them into one Facebook post for anyone who's my Facebook friend. But it was 18 hours of content total. We did 14 top 10 podcasts, and 5 of the individual podcasts were with just the main hosts, and then the other 9 were with guests, and then let's see. Like the top 10 podcast was like the bulk of our content this year, as it was different last year. Top 10s were 11 hours and 38 minutes roughly of audio. And then the episode 210 was 7 hours and 2 minutes roughly of audio. So there you go. 18 hours and 40 minutes roughly of Game of the Year content. And I think it all came out really well. All of it sounded really good. All the audio, definitely like us being in the same room made that show sound better.
You know what we should have done instead of like arguing about stuff?
What?
We should have just always like pick two and then decide which one wins. Each person represents a game, and we play Nidhogg. No. Whoever wins Nidhogg, that game wins.
No. Can't have everything come down to how good you are in one game.
That would be an hilarious stream event.
Yeah, that would be a fun stream.
I was going to say Smash Bros. And just have the computers battle it out.
Yeah, like train your amiibos. Amiibo. Yeah. Put all your stock on one amiibo, literally. No, I think it's worth reassessing how we do Game of the Year content next year, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Nobshin's already started the doc. I can tell you that much. I've already edited it. So there you go. That much is.
That's to say, if there's still a podcast by next year.
Yes, if hopefully I don't just shut this garbage down.
Well, that is what Scott and I are gonna do. It's gonna be like, all right, this podcast is over, and then I was just like, but
yeah, you guys would just determine if the podcast ended.
That's right.
Well, if I left and then he left, you'd have Nobshin.
Yeah, Nobshin.
Alex and Nobshin all day forever.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well,
it'd
then.
So much shorter.
All right, Scott, our work here is done.
All right, but
let's go shit on everything.
Yeah, Scott and Tony
already
shit
did
on everything. 5-episode short series.
Yep.
Unreleased, never to be heard by the public.
It's actually that is the entire soundtrack for Alex and Alien MMORPG.
Is it like Frog Fractions 2? It's like you guys put it out under the name of a different podcast, and you have to figure out what podcast it is.
That'd be actually pretty interesting because like it's just be Alex and Neil walking around trying not to die from being diseased.
And then in the background, you just hear Scott and Tony complaining about everything, and with no context to it. It's like, what am I hearing right now? Who are these people talking? Is that my inner thoughts? Yeah, let's go listen to all that Game of the Year stuff. And again, congrats Yacht Club Games. I'm gonna put a tweet about that on Monday with our little ribbon up on that cover art. So, congrats. Shovel Knight. We'll see. What do you guys think? 2015. No, actually, Nobshin has questions prepared for that. So,
all right.
We'll get to that when we get to that. All right, Nobshin, do you want to do that? You said you had questions. Do you want to do that during the mail sack since we don't have much for that?
Sure.
Cool. So let's get the actual show started. House cleaning is just go listen to all that awesome Game of the Year content. Jarrett put up a couple of pretty good articles in the midst there. One is the Telltale's Game of Thrones episode 1 review, which is very interesting. He has a lot of hope for that, but he says it starts off a little weak, but it's still good. And he wrote 5 like hilariously ridiculous mobile ripoffs, like mobile games that rip off of other mobile games or other games in general. I highly recommend that as well. It's a really funny article, and it's really on point. And of course, listen to all of our Game of the Year stuff. Please put a lot of work into it. All of our top 10s, I'll say, did a lot better this year than they did last year, as far as like retweeting, listening, and download numbers. So I'm glad you guys liked it.
Any feedback from it?
No, but I had a couple people tweet me saying like I really like how you do top 10 podcasts, and I think that's really interesting and really cool. And to that I say thank you. That was kind of something I thought of last year as my contribution to the Game of the Year stuff, since you write the whole big document for the show, Nobshin, and I think that's really fun, really enjoyable.
You edit the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, man. It took me 5 hours with all those images you sent me, Nobshin, to set up those 5 things to post. To do all the last minute editing and stuff with that. That was like a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some Photoshop this year, hopefully, and make it look prettier because I just don't like the way I made him look this year. But
yeah,
I'll work on it.
It's a tough thing to get down. But for sure, you did a great job kind of getting those photos together. I'm glad that I didn't have to go out of my way to get them. But the thing is, like, just to let you a little inside baseball here, when I do monthly passions, I can't copy the images out of the doc we have separate for that. I just
I didn't know that.
I screen grab them because there's only like 6, so it's not a big deal. But when there's like 240 different pictures or something like that, I can't go and screen grab all of them.
I mean, you could.
I could, and I would probably hurt myself afterwards. I would just start hitting my head with a hammer until I didn't have to think about it anymore.
Very tiny hammer.
And it's still, like, even though Nabishin like put them all in a folder and sent them to me, it still took me 5 hours to set all that stuff up. So that was my whole Sunday night. But it's fine. It was so much easier with the pictures separate. So I still appreciate it. So let's talk about video games.
We should work on our monthly passions, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting
shit.
myself too.
Yeah, I've been sick all week, so
I just been forgetting. So
I feel bad because Greg recorded Muppets on Monday, and I'm like, dude, this is my first day. Like, first day I've been free of all this stuff, so I
need
can't
to do more.
No. And then here we are, Friday, and I'm back in it. Let's talk about video games. Who wants to go first? We all played a lot because we
Skit Guthier.
time off. Scott, you
Oh
want to go first?
man, oh man. You see, what I was gonna say is, I'll just go on his turn because everything new I played this week, I played with him.
Yep.
Okay.
We do a lot of stuff.
So Tony,
Other than that, more Fantasy Life. Still playing that game.
that's a real good game.
I'll be playing it for a long time.
I want him to stop so I can play it.
Or you can buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
That's like money though.
Yeah, I know.
I could just borrow it.
You could fucking steal on Scott.
I tried really hard when I was at Scott's house. Scott was like, "No."
All right, well,
And
Tony.
then he gave me The World Ends With You and said, "Play this, delete Alex's file, fuck him."
Well, I mean, you're not gonna finish it.
No, I'm not. Do you have
If
do you have the DS copy still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I would
Actually,
play the DS copy.
I have it right here.
I
Give
mean,
it to you because I'm not playing it yet.
Okay.
yeah, go for it.
Anyway, so other than that,
What did Scott play new, Tony?
Scott played new.
Into the microphone.
Scott played this game called Unturned.
What is Unturned?
This is a bunch of stuff we found on the free to play section on Steam.
Great.
It's like a cross between DayZ and Minecraft.
Oh yes, stupid looking game.
It actually is a lot of fun.
Okay.
Hold on, Scott, talk about it.
All right, so it is a lot like DayZ in the fact where you're dropped into this world with pretty much nothing. You got to go scavenge stuff from your surroundings, except for there's not a lot of map.
Yeah.
And it's weird in that it's not a lot of map, and there's no clear direction of where you should be going. Like in DayZ, there's this shoreline, and you head north.
Yeah.
And that is where your goal is to go as far north as possible.
Yeah.
And in this, no, you start in several random locations that is near one of the towns.
Okay.
Towns in quotation marks.
Okay. Towns in quotation marks.
And there's a bunch of zombies, and you smack them with a katana. It's fun.
Okay. So like, is it just literally just DayZ?
So
no,
Minecraft-y.
not.
So there's no the world is not like 100% blocks or anything like that.
Okay.
You can't break stuff in the environment that much, but the art style is similar.
Okay.
And
so it's not like Minecraft mechanically.
No,
there's crafting
there's a
like Minecraft though.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it borrows stuff from like Rust, which is another game in early access for like how you build houses and stuff.
You've talked about Rust before. Yes.
I have talked about Rust before, and we haven't played online PvP or anything like that yet. But we played a lot like cooperatively.
Okay.
And I could see that game being interesting for PvP. So the gunplay is all right.
Okay.
I shot Tony in the face.
He did do that.
So it's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it's fun in the most
It's cool. It's
Evan
like
sense of the
awesome.
word.
In my defense of shooting the Tony in the face, he was kind of blowing up every car we went
Shooting
to go find.
the Tony in the face.
Yeah, I hit the cars with a sword and then they blew up.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I was like, "Fuck that! We're not driving around. We're gonna walk."
Is this going to be one that you're going to go back to, or is this just like, hey, we played this once and it was fun? Bye.
It depends. Like what
Felicia.
we had we.
Was it you that I explained to what Bye Felicia was?
No, but it's still funny.
It's still fucking funny.
Anyway, so we got this idea where we were going to. There are two maps in the game. One is like a classic like DayZ-ish map where you have like forest and then civilization where there's stuff to loot. Then there's another one that's just all forest, and then like it's kind of like Hunger Games style where there's forest and then there's a little area in the middle where you can maybe get some supplies. So we were until that point all playing on the same team, and like you could see each other, and your character carries over between servers. So we were like, let's just ditch our old characters, start over, get off the same team, and then just we'll start all at the same time on this map and just see who wins, like a battle royale kind of thing. But we couldn't figure out how to make our characters unsync, so we didn't do it yet. But we still should, and it looks like
that is when I shot them in the face.
That is when Scott started destroying all of us.
Scott, you fucking monster.
Which sucks because
I see how you're laughing maniacally right now. You're like,
it sucks because your character builds up like 10 different skills, like survival and all that stuff, where every time you kill a zombie, you get like between 1 and 4 experience, and each level of a skill costs like 50, then 100, then 200, then 400.
Jesus.
Experience. And I had a character that was like almost maxed out, and then Scott
killed
killing us over and over again, my skills are 0 again. So that's like 4,000 zombies worth
To
of
be
experience.
fair, I only killed you once.
Yeah, then everyone else started killing me.
And then it turned into a battle royale for the stuff in the middle, because actually I shot somebody else in the face thinking it was him.
Went real ass Hunger Games right there, and Scott's like, I don't like this that much.
So
See, that was a play.
Yeah.
Scott knows.
we couldn't get the server to unsync the items and characters, so we're trying to figure out how to get the characters to unsync so we can play with fresh characters.
Can't just make new characters.
You only get one.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah. So that's that. And then there's another game that we played. It's very similar. It's called Blockade 3D. This is one that you should play with us because it's a lot of fun. Okay. It's like a cross between Minecraft and Counter-Strike.
Okay.
Like this is more.
I like
of a cross.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
This is
Counter-Strike's
more of
fun.
a cross.
It's a lot of fun. Basically, it's free to play on Steam.
Of course it is.
The main like gimmick with this game
I've heard of this game.
is that you get like 30 blocks that you can put down, and then you have a shovel that can break blocks.
I've seen Evan play this game. I've watched
Yeah.
Evan play this game.
So Scott and I downloaded this earlier this week, the day after we played Unturned, and we played it for a good like 6 hours.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The blocky Minecraft art style, real sick of that shit.
Yeah, but it's really good at doing stuff, like different stuff, I think.
How much focus is there on actually like building stuff while you're?
It depends
running
on
around
what mode
shooting
you
people?
play in.
Okay.
Like there's a versus mode that we played for a little bit where it was almost none of that, except sometimes you'd use it to like block off a door so people couldn't get through without like having to break through, and you need a couple people to get through that wall.
Yeah.
Then there's modes like zombies where there are like maybe 20 people on a server. It takes 10 seconds, and then one of the players out of 20 turns into like an alpha zombie, and then they have 4,000 health, and while players have 100.
Oh.
And they and it takes
This is
about,
like infection where they infect more and more
it
people.
takes about 3 hits to kill a human player, and then they turn into a zombie. So the humans have to build a base to be able to kill the zombies before the zombies can get to them, because it takes the zombies 4 hits to kill a human block. And so what you'd have to do is find like some kind of corner and then build a block, like block on bottom, space where you can shoot, and then a block on top, because everyone's 2 blocks high like Minecraft.
Yeah.
So then they'd have to break their way through to you. And while you're doing that, you have to like try and shoot them and kill them so they couldn't get to you, because that's the only way to kill them. Because your guns do like a sniper rifle bullet to the head will do like 200 damage to a zombie, and they have 4,000 health.
Yeah.
And every time they convert another human, they get another 1,000 health.
Shit.
So we played that one the majority of the time.
Yeah, it sounds like the most interesting.
It's a lot of fun.
And then there's another like a capture and hold type thing, except for this one's interesting because instead of like standing there for 2 seconds and getting shot in the face, you get to build a little wall around yourself, so you don't.
You build a base to defend the hill, basically.
Okay.
It's like King of the Hill. There's another mode in there that you don't get any guns. You just run around and hit each other with a shovel until someone dies.
Shovel Knight mode.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's really fun.
Then there's a tank mode where
Everyone gets tanks, and the tanks can just drive through buildings. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like that's a game that you would like to play sometime.
Yeah, maybe I could give it a shot. Maybe
It's
I'll
free,
have a flirtation
so-
with it one day.
There you go.
and put
I
it down
don't know
forever.
if it's on Mac though.
if you
but
ever
can
decide
dual
to,
boot, so.
you tell us.
Okay. I will let you guys know. I definitely am not a lack for anything to play right now. What else?
Uh,
Games that Scott and I played this week. What else did we play?
I thought there was one more.
We talked a lot about playing one game today. But
WoW.
we didn't.
You guys talked about playing WoW together.
No, that's not what I was talking
No,
about. I was talking about H1Z1.
Well, in the car ride, you tell me you convinced Scott to play WoW with you.
Yeah, on the way
Trying.
here, I'm trying to get Scott. But like,
So wait, because we had this moment earlier. I'm like, oh, Scott could still change his mind, and he
Scott was
has.
and Scott was like, "Yeah, I could." But no, the reason why is because I had been talking to we play with a group of people online, and it's been the same people for since we started playing online RP.
Yep.
How many years ago was that?
That was 4
years ago.
Uh-huh.
We've been playing with the same black guy in California.
Sweet. Yeah, you told me about him.
Yeah, he's
I've
awesome.
The
talked.
same Australian dude.
I've talked to him. Yeah.
And so it's me and Will, Scott's brother, play WoW already.
Yeah.
And the black guy who lives in California.
Can we give him a name, please?
No. You don't get. Nobody gets to know his game. You know what we'll call him? We'll call him Microphone.
Microphone. Okay,
So
that's
anyway,
better
Mike.
than the black guy.
So TBGIC, the black guy in
right.
California.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, he has
2015 is not the year for fucking moving forward racial issues.
All right. So he's been playing for about as long, for a while, and he plays on a different server with he plays on Alliance, and I play on Horde. So it's not possible for us to play together across realm because it's a different faction. But so he has decided to make a new character on my realm at level 1, as well as someone who we don't play with a lot as much, but he plays WoW as well, and he's usually in the channel with us, but isn't talking because he's doing something else.
Yeah.
So he's gonna start with him. So now it's already 4 of us, and then the Australian guy already has a level 94 on my server, so that's 5 of us. Scott would make 6, which is enough of us to actually do cool shit, just with us. Okay. So then I was telling that to Scott.
Or Scott said, "Start shit."
Yeah, start shit.
Start shit is much
Start
more
some
accurate.
trouble.
You see,
because it's a PvP realm.
Well, what we do is we'll just walk in. Okay, we're Horde.
Walk in
so
like
we'll
in a
just
Western
walk into
saloon.
Stormwind. We'll be like, "Bitches, what's up?"
And then start shooting people
Yes, with our swords.
like a Western saloon.
Yeah.
That was
So
the image I was drawing.
So basically, I told Scott that after we left the Chipotle, I was like, by the way, these 2 guys are going to start playing on this realm. And then Scott was like, God damn it, now I have to play. So, because we had already, when I was over at Scott's house during the week, Will and I were trying to convince him to come back and play threes PvP with us.
Okay.
And we almost convinced him then. And
Threes is a pretty good game.
Now I think that there would be 6 of us total. That I think Scott would actually bite the bullet and do it. So
yeah.
what do you think, Scott?
Maybe.
So I think
Scott, if I do it, will you do it?
Probably.
If Alex did it, I would do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll think about it.
It's $5 to get the entire game except for the new expansion. It's $60 total if you get the new expansion plus the old game, and you get to start at level 90. And then
I can't drop the $60 on the new expansion.
it's 55. But
Still.
so what I would say you do, $5 to get the entire game except the new expansion. Get Scott to recruit you. It would be in a new Battle.net account, but you just use it for WoW.
Yeah.
And then you get triple experience
Yeah.
when you're with Scott,
Yeah.
and Scott and I get triple experience. So Scott, actually, I don't know.
Yeah, but then you guys are telling me these horror stories of I've got so many abilities I don't know what to do with. I'm still walking around with level 5 gear.
It's not a horror story. It's like a funny story because we're
Just
we can
wrecking
still
shop.
just wreck shit. Yeah, it's too easy.
It's if you take it slow to read the new shit as you get it, then it's easier. But when Scott and I did it, we didn't even notice that we had 10 new abilities.
well, it's not that we notice. It's I got a new ability.
All right, I'll
Figure it out later.
Yeah.
Already in queue. Already going through.
Scott and I took it really quickly, so
Yeah.
obviously you can just slow it down and figure it out.
Yeah.
And the
I've
game
played
is
WoW
really
since
good.
2005.
The game is leveling is really
So,
good now.
I don't doubt it.
They when they did Cataclysm, which was the expansion before last.
Cataclysm, please.
Okay, they redid all of the level 1 zones through level 50.
I'm pretty sure, because I'm a veteran or what deciding account when I first played WoW, when the first Burning Crusade came out, I'm pretty sure they just gave me all the other expansions for free.
I mean, they might.
Uh,
So then it's just $15 to start it up.
yeah, is it $15 a month still?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was $10 a month.
It's but if you buy the game, when I bought Scott the game for $5,
Came with a month free.
The month is free, but if you put your credit card details in there, so you start the subscription for the next
obviously,
month. So Scott
I'm an
got that
adult
month
now.
free.
It's not a
Right.
problem.
Do you have a credit card, Alex?
Yeah. No, like the thing is, like that's as tempting as it is, because if there was one MMO I would play, it would probably be WoW.
It's good.
It's good, the end. But
Yeah, it's
I
good.
also want to like. I'm thinking about just like dropping money to pre-purchase the games that I want to get over the next 3 months, which is like Evolve.
I'm in
Bloodborne
that beta, by the way. If you want to try it,
I think I am in the.
I got an email earlier this
Dude,
week. It was
if
like,
you're-
"Hey,
if
you want to
you're
do this?"
in-
And I was like,
If you're in the beta, I'm also in the beta too now. By the way,
"Oh,
so
okay." Because
we're doing that.
I told Scott about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
and
we
I-
should definitely play because that's
Yeah,
that's a ton of fun.
I told, see, it's like right here. I had this up on my iPad. It was like, "Hey, do you want this? Here's your product code." Oh, I just showed the whole internet.
Nah,
That's all
they won't be able to. This is the fucking lowest definition camera you've ever seen. So,
And so like, just put that in Steam and you got it. And so, if you already own,
oh, if I have the beta, it would be on Xbox One. So.
oh, that's how I got it. Wait, oh no, this is something else. If you already own Left 4 Dead, which by the way, Steam gave that game out for free for an entire week. So,
Which I had it
that
like,
game.
I had that like 3
if
times.
you have
over.
that, then you just on January 16th, which I think is today, you can just see it in your library. So there you go.
There you go. So the little tip to everybody: if you probably have the Evolve beta on
see.
Steam. No, I don't know. Like, I've been thinking about just pre-buying Evolve and Bloodborne, and
I would say play the beta first.
I've played Evolve already.
Fair enough. I haven't played any of it.
I
yet, so.
am a big fan of it. I've only played a very little bit as a person, but it's good. I like it. God damn it.
As a person.
As a human, I like playing as a monster a lot, but so does everybody apparently. But I don't know. Like Greg is gonna get that, so I'd have somebody to play with on PS4. Yeah. So I probably won't get WoW, but
It's like $5.
it's fun
So,
to suspend the idea.
yeah.
But if I got it, I'd want to play the expansion.
Yes, the expansion makes it really good.
Yeah.
So
So it could happen at some point. We'll see. I mean,
All right.
I'm getting a job soon, so I might have some extra.
it's like the first time you've worked in years.
Yeah, in years.
In years.
Yeah,
Since GameStop.
that was like a year ago.
That was like years ago.
God damn it.
Not quite years yet.
No, not yet.
Almost.
Yeah, I've had a lot of shit going on in my life, Tony.
I know.
But what else? Since we're done talking about WoW,
Well, I wasn't even like ready to talk about that yet. I
Well,
have so
it's-
much more shit I could talk about in WoW.
yeah, but
I've been raiding a lot.
we've talked a lot about WoW.
7 out of 7 normal.
This is
7
gonna be
out of 7
we're
raid.
35 minutes into this episode already, and it's already gonna be a really long show.
And Tony's still got a lot on his list.
We got a lot of news.
All right. So other than that,
I'm just saying, like, focus on the things you really want to talk about.
there are not that many things here. I played like Hearthstone for a good couple hours. Anyway,
You watched someone play H1Z1,
I did watch that for like 6 hours today
so you decided to write it on the what I've been playing list.
because I feel like I played it.
Great, that's the same thing totally.
I think it almost is though.
It's different.
It's like Arma 3 with zombies in it.
So wait, are you saying it's like DayZ?
No, it's more like the War Z, but not a piece of shit.
Yeah, the War Z is a fucked up mess. Didn't they take that off
Yeah.
Steam?
Yeah, it's the similar to that in terms of like the art style, the lighting effects, and how the gameplay works.
This is the one that's coming to PS4.
I don't no idea about anything like that. It's an
Yeah,
early
that,
access
they
title on Steam.
announced it at the 2013 E3 press
Fair,
conference.
yeah, fair enough. It's an early access title on Steam that came out yesterday. Wasn't the servers were not working on the first day, just
Yeah,
like
they've been
any
teasing
online
this one
release
forever.
Yeah, I only found out about it.
Which is, I think that is why it's $20 to slow the
That,
people who
that
enter
might
the
be.
server.
I saw it when we were browsing the free to play section when we were looking for the game like games and found unturned and blockade.
So this was supposed to be free to play, but it's
It is
$20.
technically it's free to play, and what I found out is when the game launches, the game is free to play with
you-
microtransactions for like cosmetics and stuff.
Okay.
They were stressing that it's not pay to win, but for early access, it's $20 and they give you some shit. Like they give you like tickets for cosmetic items and some other stuff. I don't know. I was upset about it when I first found out about it because there's like you look at the free-to-play section of Steam. There are 7 popular new releases there. 6 of them say free. 1 of them says $20. Something's wrong.
Yeah, that's very true. But it does kind of make sense that like the final product will be free to play if you want to play it early. If you want to play it in beta
then you
form,
support it a little bit.
then you have to put money forward.
It's like a Kickstarter.
Yes, it's like a Kickstarter. Again, these are things you probably shouldn't put money towards, but
I mean,
I don't know.
I didn't because even though I wanted to, I didn't like bite the bullet on it because I wanted to see it be played. And the servers are having issues like every other online release. The day that it came out, because the devs weren't expecting hundreds of thousands of people to want to play it immediately.
they should have, since they were in
should've.
they were in an E3 press conference. So
Well, I feel like they put that $20 tag there for a reason.
slow
They
things down.
to slow them down. Like I think that's actually a very good idea. When you know your servers really can't handle the higher demand, then
they do stuff like that with a lot of MMOs. Like if you want to play it the weekend or the week before,
Yeah.
pay $80 instead of $60.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they did that with Guild Wars too. That might it was other MMOs, but
Right.
they do things like that where you pay an extra $20 on top. That way, less people will do it, and they only give out so many, and then you can play it a week early where like there are less people there,
yeah.
and they can prep for server crashing. So
Makes
makes sense. I agree.
I was watching someone play it, and they do the same thing that Arma 3 does with like a battle royale thing, where literally there were 180 people on this server, no lag, 60 frames per second. And they're all in like this one area because the game hadn't started yet, so it puts you in this big box so everyone can join, and then it parachutes you in at a random spot. Then the idea is that you loot buildings to find guns, and then you go until there's one person left. And the map gets constantly smaller. Like starting like 8 minutes in, there'll be like a toxic fog that starts rolling in, and it constantly shrinks the map, kind of
pretty
like
cool.
forcing people to get closer to each other until there's one person left. Otherwise, one person could camp on one side of the map, the other person that's left camps on the other side of the map. The game never ends.
Yeah.
So they force people together, and but yeah, like I was watching this guy like 100. The game was actually 190 total people when it started on one server, no lag, and the game looks really nice. I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't seen any of the gunplay yet, just because the guy who I was watching never found a gun. It's just because they hadn't completely finished putting all the loot into Battle Royale yet. It's still early access.
Yeah, now is it third person or first?
Either. Some servers force you first person. Some will let you go in the third.
Okay.
There's drive. You can drive cars. A bunch of other stuff.
I've seen a lot of dev stuff on it.
It looks like it'd be really fun. I haven't seen much about the survival stuff because he was mostly just playing Battle Royale.
Yeah.
But there's survival that like you have the classic like food and drink meter, and you can craft stuff.
Yes.
Like make bandages out of clothes and all that stuff. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It looks like one of those games,
Yeah.
but it looks like a pretty good one of those.
Yeah.
games.
It looks like pretty good.
I've watched a lot of dev diaries on that game. just
It
out of
looks like
curiosity.
it looks very interesting. So I'm excited to get my hands on it
Yeah.
at some point in the future.
Greg was really excited about it because it is coming to PS4 and
Greg and I played Rust together. Greg and I played DayZ together. So I wouldn't be surprised if Greg joins us for this one too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Greg already has this. He already bought
That's
it.
true.
So. But he's not fucking here.
So the only problem so far that I've seen with the game is actually been a source of a lot of outcry about it. Other than the servers just not working on the first night, that's a little forgivable, I guess, these days, just because it's basically the norm. It always happens.
They're an indie dev too.
They consistently said in everything that they wrote about the game that the game would not be pay to win.
Yeah.
Because they're doing the free to play model.
Yeah.
And early gameplay shows erring towards the opposite. They said it like it was a bug with how they had airdrops set up, but you can buy an airdrop for $1.50. You get a ticket, and then you can use it on a server to get an airdrop to drop a crate of supplies like 100 feet away from you. And they stressed that it would have to be like super contested, so that you can like it could drop in good stuff, but it'll make sure that it's not the easiest thing, even though you paid for it to get it.
Yeah.
It's like you're paying to take that risk.
Yeah.
But they haven't put enough stuff in there yet for the likelihood of getting the weapons that are supposed to be in there to be low.
Yeah.
So almost every airdrop has landed like right in front of people and had like medical supplies, guns, and ammo.
Yeah.
So that's a major issue because
But
it's
this
hard
is
to
like
find.
the first day. Also,
Right, exactly.
This
So
is, that
they're hot
mechanic
fixing
might
it
be out
already.
of the game by the time it's
Right.
out.
They're hot fixing it already to make guns much like less common, but it had been every single one before that. So after they had spoken so much about it not being like pay to win, it was kind of a rude awakening to that mechanic.
Yeah. And again, maybe that's a rude awakening for anyone who buys something that says early access.
Right, exactly.
So maybe those people should have known better. Yeah, no, that again,
So stuff.
I've talked about that issue before, but no, like H1Z1 looked cool when I saw of it. So.
Right. Okay, so stuff that Scott and I didn't play together. I played Shovel Knight to completion. We talked about that.
Yep.
Played a bunch of WoW. Talked about that. I played Bowser's Inside Story because Scott had to give me something so I wouldn't steal his fantasy life.
It's a really good game.
Yeah, I made Bowser drink a whole shit ton of water. I think he's still doing it.
Yeah, probably still
but,
drinking.
I was doing that, and then the mechanics are fun. I really like Luigi dancing when he's waiting for take his turn. He's like,
Yeah, I love the Mario and Luigi games. They're fantastic. Scott agrees.
yeah, I like how what they do with like both screens, 3 characters, and all that stuff.
It gets way better when you like do some of the giant Bowser stuff.
Yeah.
That you haven't seen yet. It's great. Oh, it's so good.
I like that game. I'm taking it really slow, but Fire Emblem Awakening has retaken my focus for the past couple days.
Good.
I never got to finish it before because my 3DS broke and I lost my data. So I'm redoing it, and it's like I was talking to Scott about it on the way here. Like I'm discovering things that I didn't before. Like I've met a new person that joins the Shepherds, Gaius, the thief.
Gaius. You didn't get Gaius before?
I killed him with someone who wasn't Crom.
Oh my god, dude! Gaius is awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
He fucking loves candies.
And so I'm making the main character. His name is Senpai. Is marrying the same person that I did in the original, the redhead Pegasus Knight Cordelia.
Oh, she's perfect.
And I was really mad that Crom and Sully got together because I didn't like Sully that much.
So you hooked him up with.
So I hooked him up with the other Pegasus Knights, and now we're the Pegasus Bros.
Cool.
And Scott was telling me how to not die.
Yeah, I'm curious to play through that game like with a male protagonist.
He
You
got
played-
a
you
lot
played
of
Lady U?
characters killed.
Yeah, I got really.
He did.
Yeah, you gotta fight to keep him alive, man.
I do. Like my first playthrough, I lost a lot of characters, but this one I've lost significantly less. You remember the guy who no one ever notices him?
Yeah.
In both playthroughs of my game, he died immediately.
He gets so fucking OP, man.
I wanted to save him. Like my goal in that mission was save the fuck out of Kellum. Because like it's
once
so
he gets
upsetting.
general, he gets so powerful.
When he dies, it's the most upsetting thing ever.
It's like, I guess no one noticed me.
I
I've
hope
seen-
people remember me.
Yeah, it's the fucking most depressing thing.
And
No,
so-
Kellum's awesome.
But I like when I started the game the first time, and I'm continuing at that time. I'm not going to turn off the game if I lose someone. I'm just going to have them. I lost them. So that's how it's.
That's
the
how
only,
I
the
played
only
through
time
all the
that
Fire
the only
Emblems.
time that I broke that was yesterday. I was in the middle of doing a mission, and then the kid magician died. Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Then my system died.
Yeah.
So I lost
Rickon
that.
was his name, I
Rickon,
believe.
yeah. So now I have him again because my system died and I didn't get to save the game. So that's the only cheat that I've ever had with that. Otherwise, like anyone who dies is just gone.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a way to like.
Because I felt like when I picked that option and I was looking between like classic and the one where your units come back, I was like, if I'm gonna just do it, so when someone who I like dies, I just restart it. I might as well just pick the one where they can all come back anyway.
Yeah.
I'm doing
That's
it
how I
for a
played through my
different
first
reason,
playthrough.
so.
Because like I always reload when someone dies, just because like, you
Yeah.
know, I play that game part for the strategy for the gameplay, which I love, but like I don't want to lose anybody by the end.
That's fair.
But like it's not like I lessen the difficulty for myself.
Right.
But I do want to play through that game on hard because I played through it just on normal, where if someone dies, they come back. And now I want to go back and replay it on hard and classic mode, but I'll just do that at some point.
So,
'Cause
like,
I put like
the funny
40
part
hours
about
in
that
that
is
game.
like I have the thing where if they die, they
die.
gone forever. But
That's-
when one of my characters dies, the mission normally goes south so fast that I just lose. I
Yeah.
straight up lose.
Yeah. That's kind of like the linchpin of it. It's like once you're outnumbered, it's really hard to kind of bring yourself back.
My guy suddenly got so OP, he's stronger than Frederick.
Dude, who's the fucking one, the farmer boy? Donald. He gets so fucking I made Donald and Kellum best friends, and I had them paired constantly, and they're just like.
Oh, there's a high thing right now.
Yeah, they just
OP
wrecked
bros.
everything. It was amazing.
Yeah, I like Donald
It's like
a lot.
what Donald's special thing is
He's
that
an
he
ability.
no, it's not just that. You can hit level 30 with him before you up him up to the next class,
Because he's a villager
and that
class.
gives him an extra 10 levels.
Oh, gotcha.
Of just
so he
getting
gets more
stats.
stats.
better stats. Yeah.
So
Plus, he has a thing that upgrades all of his stats when he levels up.
I need to
Yep.
find a place to
And
buy
then-
the freaking
like,
class up.
Tony, that's not
Yeah.
that's not the only thing. But when you buy the DLC, there unlocks another class that allows you to go back to villagers, so you can cycle that.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, and just make all of his stats 100 by the end of it
That's
if you
neat.
wanted to. But yeah, Donald's a fucking tank.
My strategist has been level 20 for 4 missions. I can't find a freaking seal to get him to go in.
Yeah, you'll get it after the first half of the game's over.
I'm only on chapter 9.
Yeah,
So.
so you're
You
almost
should-
there.
You should have one.
You should have maybe one. We'll see.
Maybe even one like the special shop. I'm pretty sure that should have appeared by now.
Not
like
I always go look at them, but none of them ever had a master seal.
But I play as a lady, so I married Crom, and we have babbies. They're adorable.
Yeah.
So, no, I really like Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm glad that team and that designer are making a new Fire Emblem game. News.
There you go.
That's set that's supposed to be it looks like it's samurai-esque. That it's going to be a
Ooh.
samurai-like class.
What if it's Persona 5? Persona 5 Samurai.
I believe it's Persona 5 Tomato Red. Actually, we've agreed on this. No,
But yeah, those are my games.
cool.
Awakening's fun.
Nabashin, what about you?
Me?
Yeah. What video games have you been playing?
Oh, I've been playing a decent amount of Dragon Age. In fact, that's been all I've been playing for since I got back.
Inquisition.
How's that Dragon Age?
Oh, I beat it.
Yeah.
you beat it?
I played,
How was the end?
yeah, I played nothing about that. You already told me about it beforehand, so
Right.
it wasn't too much of a surprise. But it was interesting. It was interesting for what it was.
How about that bald guy
I,
though?
I still don't know how it ends. Also, so let's since we are out of Game of the Year territory,
Fair enough.
let's try not to spoil it for me. Save for
But don't you remember?
yeah, save for that one thing. But
Fair
that's
enough.
one aspect of it.
That's true.
I don't know where the story goes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, for that.
Who went? I don't know if this is. I don't think it's that big of a spoiler. Who did you send into the well?
To the well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
You or Morrigan can go into the well.
Oh, I did that shit.
You went in. Okay, I sent her in, so we can talk later about what happened.
I just met Morgan. I am already in love with her.
She's from the first
yeah.
game.
I know. I
She's great.
I fucking.
You can give her a baby in the first game.
I know.
I did that shit.
I did that. I went and I romanced Liliana in the first game, and I had.
I did too. Don't worry.
You monster.
That the other guy, give her the baby, and then.
See, my Grey Warden from the first game, and I actually played the game.
Yes, I know.
And had the save data import. I romanced Liliana and then sacrificed myself to kill the Archdemon.
Okay.
Because my guy's a fucking boss.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think because I played a little bit of it. It had my data for some reason, but it had my try to be black person, but you can't be black in that game, so it was a very tan white man.
Yep.
But yeah, I romanced Morgan in that game, and I think I sacrificed the other dude because hey, reasons.
Alistair? You sacrificed Alistair?
Alistair's
Maybe,
so cool.
I don't know.
I mean, it could have also been I can't remember his name, but
Logain.
Logain or something. Yeah, Rogaine. Get some hair.
Slogain. No, I.
All I know is I was still alive.
Right.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah, my warden totally bit the bullet. So.
If I had played it, I might have done that. But again, I was just I'll live. Fucking.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
just
you,
looking.
did
at
you
the
play
chart.
the second one at all?
No, I didn't even touch the second one.
Tony was looking at me while you said that, so I thought he was talking to me. But no, yeah, you didn't touch the second one. That's right.
Yeah, no.
That's all right. You
it's so
probably
weird.
shouldn't.
Yeah, it's so weird too. Like, just looking at Hawk in this game, he makes him look like such a douchebag. But whatever.
It's because Hawk is a douchebag.
Hawk is not a douchebag.
Hawk is totally a
No,
douchebag.
I have opinions that I'll share later.
But yeah, that game overall for me was just okay. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird with me with that game. Like, it's just like a fact about it. Like, I couldn't put it down. It was I just like the experience of it was like, I guess, like was really got me just to keep playing and just play that and just play it and just like never stop playing it. But like it's like the combat never clicked for me, and it's just like
the combat
it's just
is
a matter
really take it or leave it. I can give it that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's just like like I said, this is just mostly just a me thing. It's just like it's like stuff was just happening, and it's like it's not like I didn't know what was going on, but I just didn't super care, and like the way that game ends is totally not like how there's never like a worry at the end of that game, if that makes sense. I'll just say it like that, but like it's just like it was a surreal experience. It feels like it's like one of those games that just like you'll look at it retrospectively and like that game wasn't all that great to begin with type of thing. But like I don't know, like
apparently it's game of the year according to like a lot of people.
According to a lot of people.
Yeah, like I said, like it's like in the retrospect type of thing. It's like in a year or two from now, or maybe when the next one comes out, you'll just
like
look
a
at that game,
GTA 4 kind of thing.
In a year, we'll all be thinking Destiny
Maybe.
should have been Game of the Year, guys.
Maybe, yeah. I think that's like an accurate thing to say about that. It's like something's like, oh yeah, that didn't sit with me well at all. Like kind of like me with Infamous Second Son or something like that. But like, I feel the game was like it was really good for what it is. Like me and Katie were going through it at the same time, and she adores that game. So that's like really good. It was really good to have someone to bounce off of, because obviously she didn't play the other games either. So like we just both went into this game fresh and like just talk to each other, because like, she's like 100% in that game, and like after I beat it, I haven't touched it since, and I probably won't touch it again, unless they do like another single player content DLC. Which hopefully they will. They leave it open for that, and like that was actually good for what they did. That was like a sequel bait or something like that. So I thought that was really good.
Did you ever try the multiplayer?
No, I didn't ever.
We should play the multiplayer sometime.
It's all right.
It's pretty funny.
I didn't dislike it. It's fun if you have people to talk to. But
Me, you, and Machine should play sometime.
yeah, we could.
We all have the game in PS4s.
Maybe I could get Jacob to play with us.
There you go. Scott.
Well, since we're talking about Dragon Age Inquisition, if you are okay with it, I have some things to mention about it.
I wasn't really done talking.
Oh well, no, finish up, please.
But like immediately after I finished playing that, I went back to Mass Effect 1, because like Mass Effect 1 didn't click with me at first either, and then like at the very end of me getting to what that game is and like how you're supposed to like ingest it, I really started to love that game. And like there's like a lot of calling with Dragon Age Inquisition with Mass Effect 1, like in certain aspects, just like just this, I don't know, just like a certain feel about it that makes it feel very similar to that game, like just like clunky stuff, just like you always have to go back to the war room and then be just to do something, and you can't just like have like an eagle go to the war room just like the simple interface stuff that is like why wouldn't you do this type of thing.
Yeah.
But like overall though, like I think Dragon Age is still a good game, but like I just don't really, it doesn't really feel that great of a game, at least for me. And like I said, I feel like if I had like the backstory and all this other stuff, like if I had my continuity, because continuity is a big thing for me, and I think that's the big thing that really just like this big separation for me with that game. It's just like I didn't have continuity. I didn't really know what was truly going on. Kunaris are just like cool things I just got introduced to, and just like what's the backstory to you? Like it's too much busy work to get through it, and it's like it was introduced in 2, so I have to go back to 2 to find out about this stuff, and it's mostly just a me thing. And I think like I appreciate it. I'm glad I played it. I'm really glad I played it. I put like fucking 50 hours into it, and like I love my romance with Cassandra, which was great. Everybody was with me till the end to Blackwall, because I think I got him. I think I made him upset that I kept going on missions and did his inner circle missions without him. And he just pretty much left my party at the end of the game. I was like, okay, like I didn't really use you anyway. And,
I like
it was like a
Blackwall.
weird thing. Yeah, I didn't really have a problem with him, but he just he just laughed. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Dragon Age. So you can talk, Alex.
Well, Mark Griffiths on Twitter at the RP Genius said if we need a fourth player for Dragon Age multiplayer, he would totally play with us.
I played it for like 10 minutes, and I thought it was like pretty ridiculous. So I would not be opposed.
I played 2 full missions of it. I'm sure we probably can't get Nobishin to play with us, but
I bet we could.
but it's okay.
It's with us, man.
it's fun.
Nobishin will do it.
But I playing through this game because I went back. I started a new game. I have played through past where I got stuck. I didn't get stuck. It didn't hitch up for me. It didn't freeze. Well, it hitched up in that cutscene where Hawk shows up, and then it continued. It didn't crash after it hitched. Luckily,
That's good. They fixed your shit.
yeah. So I guess that old save file is just fucking ruined forever. But maybe the next patch will fix it, and I could go back to it. But yeah. So I've gone on. I've gone forward through that. So I think I've put maybe 20-ish hours into it, and that first 20-hour experience I had with my first playthrough, I condensed into 10 hours.
Yeah.
So like 10 new hours with Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I'm doing things a little bit better this time around.
It makes sense.
With
Now
with knowledge that
Right.
I have.
Leave the hinterlands.
Yeah, I left the hinterlands. It's like the combat really is doing absolutely no favors for me. Like I'm
Combat's not really what it's about.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but like at least I enjoyed the Dragon Age 2 combat, which I know maybe I'm the weird one for that because that wasn't exactly deep, but I found it more interesting. But as I play this game and like I've done some of the missions with Hawk, I have still like the last one that you have to drop 20 power to do. That's my next thing.
Okay.
So I've done.
All right,
I
I didn't talk about a thing then.
Yeah, I did the Orlais mission, the 30 power drop, where you go and it's just like 4 hours. You're in this palace just talking to dudes, and
Isn't that so much fun?
I love that so much.
That
That's
was
my favorite thing.
One
about
of my
the game.
favorite missions in the whole game.
Wait, what was it?
The Court of Orlais.
Yeah, where you're in the palace just talking shit.
It's,
Oh,
where, it's where you have to choose to save the queen or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Empress. I love that mission. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was like the
I didn't get the trophy for getting full court approval, even though I had 100 at the end. I was pissed.
I got the trophy. I lucked out. I did the no, I didn't do anything, but it reminded me of the Kasumi loyalty mission from Mass Effect 2, but like actually fully fleshed out.
Right.
I could tell like that was the exact same idea because you're just like sneaking around, going and doing stuff. And I love. Oh, that was fantastic. It was like that was such a high with that game. That and like the first run of Skyhold, which I've now done 4 times because of reloading saves and everything before. So that's like completely been ruined for me. It's a pity because a lot of this has been kind of like sullied for me, but the game is super buggy for me still. Like one time, like I went to Skyhold and I loaded in the T position, and like I was just floating in space for like 30 seconds,
That's
and
weird.
then loaded in layer upon layer of Skyhold one by one.
I did fall through the ground in Skyhold before, and there's a weird thing under the keep.
I bet probably
weird-
just extra assets.
It's like a weird clown face thing. It's pretty weird.
But it's I'm running it. There was one where I'm like in a cutscene and a guy's talking and he's supposed to have red eyes, but the texture map that they put over his eyes is on his cheeks. So he looks like he has 4 eyes and his cheeks are glowing red or
That's
whatever. So it's like it's just been absurdly buggy for me. And I like tweeted out a couple days ago, like I don't know how Dragon Age can be like considered game of the year when it feels so messy and unpolished, but like I understand this is my experience with it, and I understand that it's been sullied with it. I'm not taking away from anybody awarding anything. Obviously, there's contention amongst us about what our game of the year is, so there will always be kind of like that with different people. But
I think it should have been Destiny.
yeah, it should have been Destiny.
God damn it, guys.
It wasn't even on the list.
know.
But as I play through that, I've come to accept that for me, Hawk is my favorite character in that universe, and I really like Dragon Age 2, and I'm really attached to the character Hawk. And
Do you think Dragon Age 2 is the better game?
I think I like Dragon Age 2 better so far, but like
I didn't dislike Dragon Age 2.
Blasphemy!
So.
I know, like I think Dragon Age 3 is a better game, like in every regard, and Dragon Age 2 has serious issues, but like it's so much more focused because you are in one area and you spend time kind of like getting to know a hierarchy of the same area and the politics. Like, you become a player in this politics because like you've been here over the course of 10 years.
Right.
And I think that's like a really interesting aspect, because like you come to Kirkwall, the beginning of Dragon Age 2, and then like it's 3 years later, 5 years later, 2 years later, and then eventually it's 10 years later. You've been there for a long time. You've been player in the game for a long time. People know you. They know what you stand for. They know what you represent. I think like that amount of focus in Dragon Age 2 really helps that game a lot. And that's why I like it more. And I really like Hawk. She's a total badass in the way I play that game, and someone I really respect, and someone's decisions I really respect because I made them. And it's weird, like, I really like my Herald of Andraste, my Inquisitor as well, but I have more reverence for Hawk because of that.
Are you still Lady Inquisitor?
Yeah. I'm a human Lady Inquisitor
Right.
now, though, instead of an elf.
Elves are lame anyway in that universe.
I like elves, but you know, I'm very like pro suppressed people, so like that's my shtick, I guess.
Are you a mage?
Yeah.
Navajin, were you a mage?
No, I was a warrior.
If you ever play that game again, play as a mage.
It's a whole new experience. I was a rogue in Dragon Age 2, and I'm like, I want to play through this game as a mage.
Playing as a mage is very, very interesting.
I never got the chance to. Were you going to say something, Scott?
No.
Okay, I
Scott's
thought you were
like,
like holding
"Fuck
your
you."
hand up.
No.
But no,
I probably was, but at this point I completely forgot if I was going to or not. So that means no.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, I have come to learn that like I liked Dragon Age 2 better so far. Like, I haven't finished Dragon Age 3. I put a lot more time in it though. I've come to a more reasonable understanding of that game, and I'm excited to play more. It's like been the thing that's been taking up most of my time. I'm gonna finish it. I got past the hump. I got past the big technical problem.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm glad that it's working for you.
Yeah, like I'm super happy because like if this didn't work, I would have called EA and been like,
What do you guys think
about
about the actual like places that you go other than the hinterlands in that game?
I think they're
like
really pretty.
I think they look really nice and they're really well done, but no one ever seems to talk about them.
Yeah, you're right. Like no one. I think like the Western approach is awesome, especially with the big iron statues.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I've only been to like 3 other places.
Have you been to the one that's a giant lake?
All right,
Like with zombies?
small tangent. You know how we play Dominion?
Yeah.
All right, so there's a Dragon Age reference that I had to make that they didn't get, and I was super upset about
What
it.
was it?
There's 2 expansion packs. One is called Inquisition. The other one is called Hinterlands. And I said,
Yeah.
all right, so these are the only 2 expansions that we are allowed to play. We have to play them together. And they did not get the joke.
Like, what?
That's funny.
I was like, Scott,
You
but they
can't
don't go
leave the
together.
hinterlands.
Well, it's because at that point we were unwrapping 7 different expansions for because Will bought this mass drop of just Dominion.
I've only played iOS Dominion, so it's the same thing. I know, but
Yeah, it's good.
I
it's
like
a lot of
Dominion
fun
a
to
lot.
play in person. So he bought this thing thinking he'd get like a giant like box of cards like this, like just a like
Yeah.
kind of like the bigger blocker box for Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
He got like 7 different boxes this size,
Jesus,
which is Dominion cards.
This thick.
he's very very large. Is for people listening at home.
So
So it stacks like this.
yeah, it's ridiculous how much Dominion there is.
Yeah.
So.
Cool, but I mean, I'm enjoying Dragon Age 3. I don't think it's that good a game, but I think it's very well written, very well acted, with a lot of jank. But I don't know. I still like it, so it's
There you go.
It's weird. Like,
Did you ever craft anything?
yeah, I craft a lot of things.
Like
Could
once.
never figure out how.
Really? I crafted armor for everybody.
Oh,
like,
cool.
super powerful armor. The masterwork stuff is the only stuff I have trouble with, but I've gotten the hang of it now.
Yeah, I never learned how to do that. So like, I went night. Did you
It's
ever?
super, like-
have you gone to kill a dragon yet?
Not yet.
Oh, that's so good. Make sure you
I'd be
bring
like,
Iron
"Cool."
Bull when you kill your
Of
first
course,
dragon.
I've heard about that. So,
Yeah. Now, did you ever slay any dragons?
I did like 2 of them.
Okay, which ones?
The one in the Hinterlands, and I think the Lightning Dragon as well.
The Hinterlands dragon's actually one of the harder ones.
really,
I thought the Lightning one was harder.
I mean, I think so, but the Hinterlands one is like in the top like 4 of.
I'm gonna kill that one on the
He's
Western
like
approach.
he's like level 12 or something. He's not that hard.
It's not that it's not based like by it's hard in terms of if you're fighting them all at the same level as them.
Okay. I'm like 14
The dragon,
now, so-
the dragon in Crestwood, That's a good one to go with.
Okay, I'll try and kill him. Is he just hanging out about the lake and stuff?
It's like.
'Cause I saw him once when he swoops past the dam, and I was like, "Shit!"
Did you get far enough in Crestwood to get the keep there?
Yeah, I've done I've sunk the dam.
If the
rift.
town is here and the keep is here,
Yeah.
the dragon is like over here.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know where that is. Okay,
It's like you go there and there's like this ruin and a giant field in front of it.
All right.
And
Now
you fight a dragon there.
You can keep talking about anything else you've been playing.
It drops really good armor for Sarah.
Okay, I like Sarah.
I don't
It's
like
like
Sarah.
gold and shit.
Why don't you like Sarah? I'm curious.
I don't like Sarah.
She
Just don't like her
Great.
attitude.
I don't like her. Like everything
Right.
about her is just
Fair
like I
enough.
just don't like about her.
The same reason that we don't like
I'm not accusing
other
you.
people. So
Yeah, I mean,
same reason that Alex doesn't like me.
yeah, it's exactly what it is. I just see Tony. I'm like, God, I don't like you. No, I
about right.
love Iron Bull. He should have won.
He's so good.
I really like Dorian though. It's
Dorian is also really good.
If I was a dude Inquisitor, I would fuck the shit out of Dorian.
Yeah, you would.
He is so charming. I love him.
It's like Damien with a higher voice.
Yeah, and way more egotistical.
Yes.
What else have you been playing, Nabashin?
And with a good
Uh,
What if Damien and a mustache?
Okay. So I went back to Mass Effect a little bit. That's just played a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to play that game again. But
You're still waiting.
I kind of am. Like, I was like talking to Mark and Katie, and I'm like, oh, maybe we should do like a weekly stream of me playing Mass Effect the entire trilogy. And like they were like, okay, sure. But I was like, you know what? I don't really want to do that either. I just want the game. I just want it again. I just want to play that
Mass
game
Effect
again.
4, man.
Well, just like I just want it on my PS4, and I just want to play like that.
Yeah.
I really, really do. Like
too.
I've just been jonesing for it.
Do you think Mass Effect 4 will do it for you? With it being
What,
not
it's-
Shepard anymore or anything?
I mean, if I
Just
could play
being
Dragon Age Inquisition, I could play Mass Effect 4, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
It's just that I know that universe now, so that'll be like a more easier thing to jump into than Dragon Age Inquisition is.
Yeah,
Fair
you
enough.
know the history between the Solarians and the fucking Krogans. Like you know like what happened,
Them
why everyone
Krogan.
hates
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other.
Yeah, that's my thing. So that's why I feel like anything you throw at me, I could play that game again. There won't be any ties to like anything from the past Mass Effect game, so it's like a freshly new slate. So sure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
I'll
excited
go to
about
again.
that.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll see. Well, hopefully, EA will actually bring something about that game to this year's E3. So,
But yeah, I just really want to play that again on a system that I would like to play it on.
Yep.
Which is a weird thing to say because I'm not that big of a person to be like, oh, I can't play a 360 game anymore or some bullshit like that because I could play I can get my fucking Genesis out and play something like that. But like I don't know, it's like something about that. It's just like I just want to play that again. Maybe it's just because I need another achievement or trophy icon to pop in the corner just to be like, yeah, I feel good again.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
that would definitely help.
I mean, I still didn't platinum Mass Effect on PS3. Like I beat that game in there once, and I should play that more, but I just don't want to play that version. It's
No.
a weird thing.
Then don't.
I understand. Like I wanted to get it on PS4 again. I want to see that in 1080p, 60 FPS. I want to do that again.
I don't think it's gonna happen though.
I don't know, man. They're still pumping those things out. So
I guess. What if they had like a Shepard collection, like the Master Chief collection?
oh, they wouldn't call it the Shepard collection.
What if they did?
They would call it like the N7 collection or something
Be
like
the
that.
Shepard collection.
Yeah, that's. Now we should keep going.
Okay.
Now she's thinking,
Someone
like, man,
needs to
that'd be
write-
a great idea.
Someone need to write these titles now. I played more Kingdom Hearts 2.5, EC Remix. Finally played more Kingdom Hearts 2. Like Dragon Age Inquisition was just like keeping me up on that, and I'm just playing more of that again. How far did I get? I think I'm on this. Yeah, I'm definitely at the part where you have to go to every world again. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at again. Yeah, like I've been taking my sweet time with that game. I still love it. Still my favorite game ever. I just spent my sweet time, and Dragon Age was a big distraction for a while. So that's the only reason I haven't played that much of it. Like I still haven't watched Recode. I still haven't fired Birth by Sleep because I have to beat Kingdom Hearts 2 before I even move on to those other ones. So.
I still haven't watched Recoded, so.
That's free trophies, man. Just like turn it on and just like walk away.
But like I want to actually watch it. Just turn it on and walk away. Just turn it on, switch inputs to my Xbox One. Fuck this shit.
I almost like discovered something super awesome this week. I was messing around with the picture-in-picture settings on the TV, and I almost figured out how to get PC and PS4 on the same.
Can't do 2 HDMI though.
I know, I was so mad.
It's bullshit, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's super bullshit.
I got a TV, a 32-inch TV that could do PIP specifically so I could do that, and it can't do 2 HDMI. I'm like,
Though I think I can plug my computer in with the monitor input that TV has that I found out about it. I just don't have a cord because I got rid of it when I moved.
yeah,
It's
possible.
So I'm gonna try that.
Mono price.
I'm gonna try that because that would be so cool.
Keep going, Abishin. There's stuff on your list I'm curious about.
But yeah, more Kingdom Hearts. I've been playing that, so I'll beat it eventually.
Take your time.
I play more threes. I'm just mentioning that just to let you know I'm still playing that game. I play it every day.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's something I always play. Smash Brothers Wii U. I played that finally. Mark and Katie. We finally did our little tournament, I guess you could say, against the three of us.
Who won?
Katie won the first night actually.
Oh, yeah?
She whooped our ass that night. I don't
remember
even
seeing
know.
that picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the next time we did, Mark
Do
won
I
that
need to
one.
teach you Ganondorf?
Scott and I were jamming that when I was at his house. He was
I
trying
taught
to
him
teach
Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is all over Ganondorf. He knows the ins out of that, so he uses him like all the time.
So you know that combo, that thing.
Yeah. He does it all the fucking time. I always get sucked into it because I'm stupid.
Yep. I know that life.
I found out who the best character in that whole game is. It's Pac-Man.
Keep going, Abishin. And then Mark won, right?
Yeah, he won. After that, we take pictures of the back every time we do a night of that, and it's like they won one. I haven't won one yet. I was talking to Mark about it, like with our Hori controls, like mine with the Mario. Katie has Yoshi, and he has Luigi. They're okay and they work right, but for some reason they just still feel right. It's like sometimes you just can't get the input as fast as you want it, like the way we play it. Because like we went back to like regular Brawl and we played like with our original GameCube controllers, and like we were just like doing shit we just we can't do with those controllers on Wii U. So like we're probably going to look into investing in actually getting one of those GameCube adapters. Like we're probably just going to half season on that, and just like find the best one we can get, and like just do it that way. Because,
I almost dropped the $80 the other night. I was like sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, no, stop.
I mean, there's a third party one.
It is sad how necessary those controllers feel.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, there's a third-party one that's coming out on PlayAsia that's $20. We're just waiting for reviews to see if that's actually legit before we actually like sink money into it. But like, it's basically the same thing, but like just from a different company. So we're just waiting for the reviews before we actually like dip into that one.
Yeah, GameStop's.
Hopefully,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
GameStop's putting out a 4-pack of GameCube controllers with the GameCube adapter. That's $80 or like $60 or something. I'm like, I only have 2 GameCube adapters or GameCube controllers anyway, so I might as well. I could just get this. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's sick
Yeah,
how necessary those controllers feel.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Probably doing that. We'll probably go half season on that, if anything. If that third party one turns out to be complete dog shit, then we'll probably do that. But like, as of right now, that's our options right now. But yeah, Smash is still fun. Like, that's the thing I wanted that game to be. I just haven't played it like soon enough just to play with my best friends, and when I play with my best friends, it's like one of the best things ever. So I'm glad that won best multiplayer. Because that's like, there's nothing like that when you play it with your friends.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking about setting up maybe like a Smash night. Maybe get Scott and Tony to come over here every once in a while. We could play Smash Brothers.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you ever invite people into your cave.
I told you guys I'm kicking you guys out after this. Tonight! No, like I think that'd be fun because I need an excuse.
Train your amiibo?
Yeah, I'm getting a Mega Man amiibo. I've already decided. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I will. But I think that'd be fun. Like it'd be an excuse to.
I'm getting a Shulk one.
You're getting a Shulk one?
A Shulk one.
I'm getting a Mega Man one. I hate
really
myself.
feeling it?
But I'm really feeling it.
I'll only get the Shulk one if I can get the shirtless Shulk one.
You can't.
I know.
I'm sad.
I'm gonna cut his clothes off
Oh God.
with an X-Acto knife.
I'm sad because I want to get the. And there's just like white plastic underneath of it. You're like,
Paint it.
I'll paint you. You're like painting Shulk. And you're like,
Give him nipples.
Then you use the same exo knife to chisel out the abs.
he's really feeling it,
Go
all
to the
right.
gym, Shulk.
Shulk, you'll be really feeling
God,
these
that's
abs.
so scary.
I hope somebody does that. Someone painted a Link one to make his face look all weird. But I'm sad that they're probably not gonna have a female Robin amiibo, which pisses me off. Maybe if they do a
Yeah,
second one of her.
stupid.
Yeah. Or a male Wii Fit Trainer. That's
Yeah,
dumb.
right?
Missed opportunity.
Fuck, man. I want to see
Or
that male
actual
dick.
amiibos that you can actually buy.
Yeah, or have them in stock ever. Nintendo, make more hardware of anything, whatever you're making.
These amiibos, even though their name is dumb, are kind of neat.
Yeah, they're awesome. They are past neat for me. Like, I want one. I'm getting a Mega
Yeah.
Man one.
Don't buy one.
I'm getting Mega Man. I'm
Did you ever
gonna
get your
kill
Captain
myself.
Falcon?
But like, if you seriously just get a Link one.
No, Mega Man's like one of my favorite characters in that game.
I know, but like,
Well,
it's
they're-
not just for Smash.
Yeah,
gotta think
but
about that.
I don't have Hyrule Warriors. I guess like
You're
if I have a
gonna
Link
get the next
one,
Zelda game.
they'll do something in the next Zelda game. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and you know you got to get that next Zelda game.
Yeah,
Maybe if they make another Xenoblade game, then the
they
shit
are.
can do
It's coming
stuff.
out this year. Xenoblade
right,
Chronicles
actually?
X.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway,
Didn't know stuff.
We've given Nintendo too much time about amiibos. Keep talking, Dom. Shit.
Yeah, that's that game. Play with my nephew too. That's always fun. Speaking of playing with my nephew, we've been playing Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare. We did that split screen. He's really enjoying that, and I'm having fun with him. And like I said, it's just that garden ops mode is like it's just really fun. It's just basically horror mode, and that's just super fun to play with him. We both like really enjoy ourselves, and like he's been playing multiplayer a little bit online. Every time I play multiplayer, I always have to turn the camera like mic off because I don't talk to people. That's just how I do. But like he's like, oh, turn the camera on. I want to talk to people, and so like I have to leave it on and have him just like scream at them as they scream at him.
God damn it, Ocean. You're part of the problem.
No, I don't like that environment. Like I don't know, it bugs me just hearing that stuff. Just hearing somebody else's voice just all crinkly and shit. Like I just totally owned you. Like I don't need to hear that. I don't
Little
need to hear
kids,
that. Yeah, it bugs me. But like
Does
he
it bring you
enjoys
back
it.
to the Halo 3 days?
Yeah, and all those
Back when
Halo
we were
3.
those kids.
Yeah, like when I played online multiplayer. I never played.
Well, I mean, like,
We were those kids. I was that kid.
I
I was
like-
that kid.
I like voice chat, not for that other part, is because normally when I use it, I'll be hanging with someone like Tony, and then I don't have to try to use my laptop
you're in a
to
party.
awkwardly use Skype.
Yeah, and you're in a party and you don't have to worry about anyone else anyway. So.
Right.
Then we have push to talk. So it's like you can say extremities, except like I'm really good at like
Except don't.
I'm really good at habitually pressing my push to talk button while playing shooters. So like even though I don't mean for like all of the shit that I like say to myself while I'm playing a first person shooter to go through the voice chat, it does anyway. So like,
You're like
Scott hears
fucking
me-
jelly beans.
Scott hears me like every time I die, like fuck. We're like, God damn it, how'd he do that?
And then I actually answer his question.
No, I agree with you, Nabishin. Like, I usually mute anyone when I play online multiplayer games. So
I usually mute like annoying people
yeah,
It-
definitely.
or
Yeah, but-
anyone that speaks Spanish.
But yeah, my nephew's part of that environment, so like like anytime he wants to play that stuff, I turn it on for him, and he enjoys it. So if he has fun, I'm having, I'll tolerate it. I should say. I was about to say I'm having fun, but no, I'm not. But yeah, I'll tolerate it for him. And like the last big game I've been playing, this been taking most of my time for like the last 2 days now. Yeah, like 2 days since that thing became was out on eShop is Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got that. Like that game is see, like the thing about that game is like when I bought it, because I played the first Mario Galaxy, I got like probably like close to the end, and then I stopped, and then like Mario Galaxy 2 came out. I was like, oh, I need to finish Mario Galaxy 1. I beat that game, and I was like, yeah, so that game's fantastic, one of the best 3D platformers ever. So I got Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii, and it was like, oh, Mario Galaxy games, like they're like after you beat the game, there's also Mario Galaxy games inside that game. It's like, oh, okay, so I traded that the first game in for that one. and like of course I love Mario Galaxy 2. That game's just fucking fantastic.
Yep.
I just feel like the scope of it, like compared to like how epic they try to make Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, this one is like all like, oh, it's a storybook, it's all cute and sweet, and like I just wish that's like the only like flaw I have for that game is just like the fact that they didn't like try to do as epic as a scope as that first game did. Because that one, just like that opening was like just like incredible how it felt.
Oh, yeah.
Just like lift the whole Mushroom Kingdom up. That shit was fantastic.
And like you're walking around inside Princess Peach's castle, and like you just played like. You skip Mario Sunshine, you just played like Super Mario 64, and you're like, this looks really good, like just art style wise, it's pretty, it's awesome, and you're walking up that like hill, and like it's just so many colors and fireworks are going off, and then fucking you're in space, and it's amazing. Yeah,
it looks so good.
Yeah,
and like just playing this again is just like it's so good. Like I didn't beat it like the last time I played it. The last time I just never went back to it. I think that was around the time where No More Heroes 2 came out, and like I got distracted by that, and then I just didn't go back to it. But I'm definitely going to be it this time. And since I'm in this Mario completion mode now, ever since like I don't know, like was it probably 3D Land got me into that mentality now, and then Rayman Origins, So now I have to get everything in that game now. So that's something I have to achieve eventually.
Yeah.
So. I'm seriously enjoying that game. I'm glad I get to play it again. I wish it was upscale, but we're talking about Nintendo here, so what to expect. But it's $10 now on the eShop. You only have a week to get it, so do that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so by the time this comes out, you'll have 2 days. No, it's Mario Galaxy's great. I beat 2, and then I started doing some of the post-game stuff, like the post beat the game, get more like just whole new game after that, and I stopped because I got all 240 stars in Mario Galaxy 1 not too long before I beat it, so kind of same boat. I've not ever gone back to it, but from what I played of it was the best 3D Mario I had ever played, so like I kind of want to go back to it, and that game is incredible.
Best 3D Mario? Paper Mario.
Best Mario RPG is Paper Mario.
1,000 Year Door.
1,000 Year Door is incredible. I know Super Mario RPG, but like for me, it's Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door.
That game's so good.
It's fantastic. I love it.
I'm still surprised.
Actually, I'm
the other one holds up.
I can say,
oh man, Gino.
Yeah, Gino is awesome.
You're gonna be a Smash Brother someday. Just wait for it. Like,
yeah, keep fighting for it. Scott and I'll keep fucking chanting that to the clouds. What if they like put Mallow in instead of Gino? Like, what if they did that? Oh my god! What if they did that? No, I can announce this now. I'm going to be playing Paper Mario: The 1,000 Year Door as my next Let's Play after Skyward Sword. Alex plays Paper Mario: The 1,000 Year Door.
All 3D Mario game.
No, I'm going to be doing stuff after that, but I don't know. But 1,000 Year Door is going to be the next one I do. I know that much.
Alex O'Neill plays World of Warcraft Part 1.
Fuck no. I'll talk about that in a bit. But no, I love Paper Mario Galaxy 2.
8,000 episodes.
But yeah, that's everything from me.
Okay. Do we want to take a break before we talk about my games, since I've got a lot I want to talk about, or do we want to just do games?
Roll through.
Okay, do games and then we'll take a break. So I played a lot this past week. A couple things I can just breeze through. I played more Disco Zoo.
Okay. Great.
Great.
Delete it off your phone.
Good
now.
job. No. So good. Fucking hide my phone from you. You can't get into my phone anymore because I have my fingerprint on there. Never mind.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think I ever could get into it in the first place.
No, I had never had a lock on it before.
Oh.
I played Threes. So I actually got into that game. I think that game has a really poor first impression in my experience with it. But like the more you play it, the more you get it, and the better it gets for you. I think. So I was like, this is rubbing me the wrong way, but I'm going to give it more time. I'm glad I did. It's really excellent. It is better than 2048.
Disco Zoo?
No, Threes.
Oh, Threes. Okay.
Disco Zoo is better than all.
I thought you were still talking about Disco Zoo, and I was like, you're a sick man.
I played more Persona Q.
How are your hippos, though?
They're great, dude. They all have hats.
My hippos all had crowns.
I played more Persona Q, didn't play much more of it. Same with like Fantasy Life. Dragon Age 3 we already talked about. I got this game called Gunbrick on iOS.
Okay.
So I don't really go buy iOS games, let alone ones that cost $3.
Dude, you should go get Desert Golfing.
But Eric Cirque did the music for this, and he's the same guy that did the music for Spelunky. So the music's fucking awesome. I actually played a little bit of the Flash game before I played the iOS version. It's basically like you're a cube or a square, a brick, if I may.
A brick.
And one side has a gun, and the other side has like kind of like a protective plate on it. So you're kind of using that idea, like you can shoot the gun to propel yourself in one direction or the other. You're basically, the whole idea behind the puzzles is landing one side on a specific area. Like if you land facing down, you can use your gun to shoot yourself up. And if you land with the protective side facing down, you can like land on or roll over fires or dangerous things. Or you can like have your butt facing a cannon, and it'll like, because it's protective, it'll deflect the bullets, and then you can shoot yourself towards that. So it's interesting. I think it's really cool. It has like 3 sections, and each section has 12 levels, so 11 levels and a boss. There's no checkpoints from the boss, which sucks, but I don't know. It's really fun. It's got amazing music, so it's $3. It's worth checking out. I think I picked up Trine 2 because me and my friend Chris played through all of Trine 1 together, and he was over, and he's like, dude, you want to buy Trine 2 and then we'll play it? And I was like, sure. So we started playing Trine 2. That game's awesome.
Yeah, I have it. Didn't ever play it. Somebody randomly gifted it to me on Steam like a year ago.
I got
it's
it
like,
in a
here's Trine
humble
2, bro.
bundle, so. Yeah, it's like I loved Trine 1. We played through that whole game together, me and Chris. So we've been kind of chipping away at this. I tried to play with my Vita, and then I realized the right stick on my Vita was definitely broken.
You should get that fixed.
Yeah, it's going to cost me $130 to get it fixed.
Sounds about right. For $100, I could get my broken 3DS replaced with a new one.
Yeah, but like
so
a new.
If someone wants a 3DS and wants to give me $100.
See, like
get a 3DS for $100.
I think I'm just gonna see if I can do it myself.
Yeah.
I've done stuff like that before. It's a little harder than
I tried to fix my Xbox 360 when it red ringed.
Yeah,
that didn't work out.
Yeah, did you have like the heat gun and everything?
No. I went and I replaced the cooling paste on the.
Oh,
GPU,
okay.
And it didn't fix it, even though that's what it was. The actual problem was.
Yeah.
So fuck the 360.
Well, that's why they made a better version of it. Fuck the Diley. But yeah, I think I might try and replace that stick myself because it'll cost $25 to do that.
All right, and don't break it.
Yeah, if I break it, well, I'm shit out of luck anyway. But
if you break it, that's when you send it to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, Sony.
I edited podcasts. I wrote that here. I wrote Disco Zoo on this list twice. I also see that now.
She did.
Okay, so that's kind of like the stuff that I
How's
get
Volgar?
past. So I played a lot of Volgar the Viking.
Yeah.
Until I beat Volgar the Viking.
All right.
So I beat that now.
So now you need to play 1001 Spikes.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I need to get the good ending of Volgar.
Okay.
Or the best ending of Volgar. So there are 3 endings of Volgar the Viking, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are 6 levels, maybe. So there's 6 levels and a secret 7th level.
Sure.
That you can only get. It's like the hell in Spelunky. You only get the 7th level if you do
right,
the harder
shit.
version of the levels before it. So you basically, I beat all of them, and then there's like a second way to beat the 6th and final level, where you break through a window and kill the final boss in one hit.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. And I did playing through it regularly, and then I did that other second ending. So they call that the C ending and the B ending if you do the second level the different way.
Okay.
So for every time you open the 7th chest in a row without taking a hit, you get like a hero's flame or whatever.
Yeah.
And that lets you go to like the A route of a level. And you have to consume those to keep attempting those levels. So there's an A route of every level, and you have to beat those alternate harder versions of all of levels 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to get to the 7th level.
Gotcha.
Not easy. Very much not easy. I'll do that at some point, but fuck. It's really good. Volgar's really good. I wish the music was better, but it's got some pretty good licensed music for the credit scene, but about Vikings and metal.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Metal Vikings.
But no, I really liked Volgar the Viking. I'm glad I went and finished it. Yeah, there's no air control in that game while you're jumping, which frustrates me to no end. Like, I think Scott, I don't know if you know this about me, but I like games where you can control yourself in the air.
I was like, all right, whatever.
Fuck it. No, it's like they use it as a mechanic. You have to kind of work around it in some cases.
Like most games do not do no air control well.
Yeah. Volgar does it well, but it's still frustrating for me.
In 1001 Spikes, you have 2 jump buttons. One jumps short, one jumps long.
I know. That's awesome. That's some hardcore shit right there.
It fucks you up.
Yeah. But Volgar is, it's really cool. I recommend it. It's not free on Xbox Live anymore, but it is really cool. It was out on Steam a year before, but it's still worth checking out. I played some Bayonetta. I played the first 3 chapters of that. That game is fucking awesome.
Isn't it?
I'm sorry, Nabashin. I'm a bad friend that I didn't play this, but that game's really cool. I enjoyed my time with it. I'm starting to get a little good at the dodging. It's just really cool. I was playing with my friend Chris, who I mentioned earlier, but it was just like there were moments of it that he was just watching, and he was like, "This is fucking fantastic." Like if you like rotate the stick and then hit the leg shooty button, like you're just like your legs are just like pointed in different directions shooting guns, and I'm like, yeah, and I just kept doing that over and over again because it's awesome. But yeah, I don't know, it's super cool, and like you can smack demons' butts and it says punish them, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, this is great. And Bayonetta is an awesome badass. I don't know, it's super fun. It's like go ahead.
It's interesting because like I forgot to mention I played that game this week too. I played the Wii U version, and it's very difficult going back to that game after playing Bayonetta 2.
Okay,
it's just a weird thing. Like I just think it's just like Bayonetta 2 just feels so much better when you play that better than Bayonetta 1. It's really interesting. Like like when you play it, you'll understand, but like it's just like it's just a feeling type of thing. Like
no, I get that stuff. I understand that that you just can't describe it with words. You got to feel it.
Yeah. They just tightened it up so much that it just feels so much better. And I guess that's why I click more with people now than it ever did the first game ever did. Which is like I was like, why is no one ever played knows this about the first one? It's like the same thing, but like it feels really different.
For me, like Bayonetta 1 feels just like DMC Devil May Cry, which that might be sacrilege or whatever, but I think it has the dodge mechanics which DMC didn't, like witch time and stuff, which I think it makes it better. But it's super fun. The combos I feel like I can understand and do, not that well for sure, but like I'm dodging things and doing witch time constantly, and I'm getting really good at that. So I feel really good about Bayonetta 1. It's gonna take me a while to beat it, because I don't want to like do all that game at once and then not be able to jump right into 2. So I'm gonna do it bit by bit, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely something that it's kind of like this. I'm trying to say certain things like there's certain moments in that game where they try to change up gameplay, and like it's not really the best executed, kind of like the Wonderful 101 where they try to change up gameplay, and that was kind of not the best part of that game. So like
except for the punch out part, that was like the best part of that game.
Yeah. And they try to do that a little bit of Bayonetta too, but like they don't last all that long, and it's just like a really cool. It's like, oh wow, it's this crazy thing that's happening right now. But like once you get through that, like and like I said, like the main focus of the Platinum games is like, or at least like the biggest like draw for them, at least for me, it's like the first time you play that game is always like the hardest that it will ever be for you, because after that you'll get the mechanics, you'll understand everything like that. When you game Plus, it's like a breeze, not that it's like it's easy to play, but like you understand everything, and now you know like how to get through the game. So it's just a matter of just learning the game first, and after that you'll just like appreciate it all that more.
Yeah, I bet. Like I understand that. It's really good. I've only had one instance where I'm like, all right, this boss fight's going on a little too long, and then it was over like the second after. So it's already better than the Wonderful 101 for me. Plus, it's that much more fun to play, I think. It's just the mechanics are fucking tight as ever. Like it's awesome. It's so good. It's just super satisfying to play. Like that thing where like I said, you just rotate the analog stick and hit the gun with the legs button and just shoot stuff. Like I did that like 60 times in a row. It was awesome every single time. And there was just like one where I like spun the guy up and then just like shot in circles with my legs in the air. It was fucking awesome, and I did that like three times. It was great.
And it's like I told you, right? It's like with most games, you just look at a cutscene, and this time you're actually like playing the cutscene.
Yeah.
So you actually get that, right?
Yeah, totally. It's like I've only seen a little bit of that stuff, but like that opening when you're on the clock tower stuff, like is kind of like the perfect example of that. Where I'm like, okay, I'm playing this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't take damage right now, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it was fun, like playing through like the opening couple chapters of that game with someone who had just only had a little bit of experience with it. It was just watching it, and he was like, "This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic." He's like, Chris was like, I love how much this game doesn't give a shit about being serious, and I love it too. It's great. Super stoked to play more of it. I just like I'm trying to get through Dragon Age before I get into that. Luckily, like the next thing I want to play is Evolve, so I'm gonna skip Dead Island. I think I might get Grim Fandango, but we'll see. So I talked about those two. I can take off one of these. I beat Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. That game's great. In case you didn't know, that game's awesome. I was so sad when it was over. I'm like, oh, now I have to play Skyward Sword. But no, it's that game's just it's magical. Like the feeling that game evokes in my heart is unlike any other video game. I can say that with confidence. It's just like it makes me feel things that no other game can. I think like that is why it's so special to me. I have a stronger nostalgia for that Zelda game than any other video game I've ever played, and it is special in that regard for sure. But it is also like a super good game. So you can watch me finish that. That was a 34 episodes long, I think, series. So I started playing The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. Which I'm like, all right, let's go into this with an open mind. Like I've heard so much criticism in the 4 years it's been since I played this game, and I am really enjoying my time with it. More than I thought I would, but there is like some fucking bullshit in that game. But I haven't gotten to the worst of it. It's just like, man, Captain Obvious Fi just popping up being like, hey, what's up? This is something that you already know. Like literally every second. I recorded 35 episodes of that so far. It's already my longest Alex Plays Zelda series. I'm only like 2/3 of the way through the game. So I got...
That was quick.
Yeah, I've been playing it for the past 2.5 weeks. So I'm trying to finish it before I start school. Okay. That's my goal. So I still have 1 week left to do that. But yeah, it's really good. Like it's got some clever designs. I think all the dungeons in it are really good. I just did the sand ship. So I got Nehru's flame, which is the second flame you get. And it was just like, you can now douse more things. And I'm like, great! My favorite mechanic in the whole fucking game is dousing, and I can do more of it.
Douse for days.
No, fucking dousing is the dumbest thing in that whole game. More so than bomb bowling. But whatever. No, it's I'm enjoying my time with that game.
Hey, I thought that was good.
It's a cool shtick the first time you do it. It kind of loses its luster after a while.
I mean, I found uses for it, like actual combat.
Yeah, no, they make it so it's useful. I've gotten back into the rhythm.
Douse you to death.
Fucking dousing, man. I was like, Fi was like, hey, you have low hearts. You should probably refill them.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I'm like, thanks. I'm not trying over here, so I'll do that, I guess. And she's like, oh, I've added hearts to your dousing menu if you want to like look for them or some shit. I'm like, fucking Jesus, what is this fucking game? So like, it has really good parts.
Don't worry, there'll be another Fi-like essence in the next Zelda
I'm
game.
sure. Like that's like there's no Fi in Link Between Worlds. There's nothing.
It'll be a fairy called Navi or some shit.
Yeah.
It'll keep thinking, hey, listen.
I don't know.
You should douse for this heart.
It's like it has great moments, but it's a lot of stupid shit in that game.
And Zelda's weird in that game.
And Zelda's cool in that game. Groose is amazing, Scott. I forgot how good Groose was. And I remember Groose being great, but Groose is better than I remember.
He's pretty good.
He's so good. Like, so he's on the ground now, and he had that moment where like he looked at Link. And he's like, "You're all right." So you had that moment. He's like, "I guess you are a hero, and I'm not." And he's having that internal crisis right now until like he builds his catapult, and it's like, "This is the best game ever." moment. But no, Groose is great.
You didn't have any character awards at your Game of the Year 2012, did you?
No, we didn't. But we should give them all to
okay.
Groose. That was 2011, actually.
Best First Lady, Groose.
Best First Lady, Groose for sure. No, Groose was. I think Groose might have won Best New Character.
I think you might have, yeah.
Yeah, but Scott and I have a very deep affection, and Tony, for Groose.
Groose is great.
But no, that game is better than I remember it being. Like I want to keep playing it. It's not the best 3D Zelda. I've come down off of that. The motion controls are good sometimes. They don't work all the time. They work more than like regular motion
But that
controls.
Wii Motion Plus though.
But it's just like there are issues there that are weird. But I don't know.
I don't remember having any issues myself with them. but-
It's sometimes I have issues with them. I recalibrate and it helps for a little bit. Then it feels like it's out of calibration, and you can recalibrate for that. It's frustrating to do that over and over again. But like motion controls are in everything in that game, which is the bigger issue. Like, why do I have to fly the Beetle around with the fucking Wii Remote Plus? Why do I have to fly my Crimson Skywing, Loftwing, with the fucking Wii Remote Plus? And like it's stuff like that. It's just like it didn't have to be in everything. But it did because like this, we have to sell motion controls, and the next Zelda game doesn't have motion controls, so they lived and died in Skyward Sword. But it's a good game. It has really good dungeons. I really like it, but it is not the best 3D Zelda game. The end. Go watch me play that.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't up there with you on that one.
It was. You weren't. I don't think you were up there with me, but I was talking.
Yeah,
My young, ignorant self.
I was just like, nah, man. I like this game a lot, but nah, man.
It was.
I think I remember Scott Guthrie you saying like it should win every award for their Game of the Year.
It was 2011. It was a different time, Scott.
That year, yeah, probably. But
And then Skyrim won. Fuck it, man.
yeah, and like for me, I didn't get to use this argument for Dark Souls 2 because you guys cut me off.
Yeah.
But I was going to make an Oblivion to Skyrim reference on my take on that to Greg's Dark Souls to Dark Souls 2 reference.
True.
And like
Right.
it's completely
That and Greg's
true.
just not good at Souls games.
There's that too. We watched them play.
Yeah, no. We're like, Greg, you have a shield equip. Why aren't you using it? He's like, I don't need it. Fuck that shit. And I'm like, Greg. That's why there's no shields in Bloodborne, I guess.
Well, I mean, like if you're gonna have the shield on, use it. If
Yeah.
not, take it off. You get quicker.
Yeah, like no. Greg switched to the dual sword format later on, and he did better with that. But
Yeah. But no. But it's that same thing.
Like, you
he burned himself out on one,
yeah,
and so
you fatigued yourself on the franchise. It's true. Like Greg went and got the Dark Souls 1 Platinum. Like he played a lot of that game, not as much of that game as me.
and like
then again, no
that's
one
why
did.
I didn't have like any attachment to Skyrim.
Yeah.
At all. I burned myself out on Oblivion, and I was pretty straightforward with that.
That's why I didn't like Fallout New Vegas because I played 300 hours of Fallout 3. So, no, I think that's a solid argument. But like, how does that relate to Skyward Sword?
I don't know. You guys talk about Skyrim.
Okay. No, like Skyward Sword's good.
Oh no, you see, it was Skyward Sword was like on the list for a lot of the categories.
Yeah.
And quite frankly,
Worst game all year.
Quite frankly, it was going to win one thing. It's,
worst game all year.
especially how much we've been talking about. I'm like, all right, this game's winning one thing, and because you wouldn't let it win anything else,
I wanted to win Game of the Year.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
So it won worst.
Yeah, there you go. Now, back in the pre-Nobishin Game of the Year awards times.
Worst game of the year.
Yeah. What were you thinking? What were we doing before you Nobishin? I don't know.
We were doing
You
good
had
shit.
Joe on.
We had Joe. Man, I miss Joe. But anyway, Watch me play Skyward Sword. The episode 5 went up today. I recorded episode 35 today. Yeah, I'm recording episodes that are going to go up in March already. I'm almost done with that game. Well, no, because I have to go swimming for musical notes.
No, enjoy that.
Real fucking looking forward to that garbage.
That's where Nabashin was when I got him to
Really?
finish the game. He was swimming for music notes.
Were you swimming for music notes, Nabashin? Is that right?
I don't even remember that game.
I remember
that part was like absurdly quick, at least for me though.
I thought it was fine, but
I don't like that.
I remember
third
it
act.
taking a while, but it was all right.
Because you have to go to each area and get all the musical notes, the 3 parts of the song, then play the song, then do the Silent Realm. Do you remember the Silent Realm shit? And then you do that in Skyloft, and then you find the 7th temple that has the Triforce in it.
Yeah.
Spoilers,
Still
I
need to
guess.
beat that game.
Yeah, you should beat that game.
That's where he was when we convinced him to give it another shot when he was living in my old house.
Yeah, the Silent Realm is cool.
Yeah.
It's
It's getting those music notes. I remember having to figure out how to do them all again.
stupid. And if you go to the Yellow Dragon first, then you can't progress. You have to download a channel to fucking patch your video game save. I don't know. That game's good. I played Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. That's awesome. That thing is fucking great. I adore it. I played through it 4 times already, and one of the extra missions.
Many times. It's like 2 hours of gameplay right there.
Oh, it's like 10 hours total. I really like that Nabashin. Then it was like I played this and I'm like, oh yeah, I really love Metal Gear Solid. Like it all came back to me. So I started playing through Metal Gear Solid 3 again. I think I've gotten a little further in Metal Gear Solid 3 than I did before last time. I'm sneaking to the main base, I think. I got the scientist uniform, so I'm going for that. But, yeah, I forgot Metal Gear Solid 3 HD runs at 60 FPS. It was a nice surprise. I also forgot that you can't crouch walk in Metal Gear Solid 3, which ruined that game for me pretty much. No, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes has me super excited for 5. It's for Phantom Pain.
Play Peace Walker.
I know, I'm going to play Peace Walker, but I have to remember what the fuck happened in 3. So I'm actually doing it now. I'm playing through 3. I'm going to play through Peace Walker because you can crouch walk in that.
Oh, thank God.
It is like a seriously important mechanic. And I'll play through Peace
like
Walker.
prone crawl or crouch walk.
Like no, not prone crawl, like stealth crouch and being able to move around. So like in Metal Gear Solid 3, when you're crouched and you move, you just immediately go to prone and start crawling. And then if you crawl on anything like with like bushes or anything, it puts you in first person mode. I'm like, oh god, this game. I still love Metal Gear Solid, but like, man.
Yeah, because like you move a lot slower in prone.
Oh yeah. And Ground Zeroes, you're like marking enemies and you're crouch walking everywhere. You got no box on you. It's depressing, but yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm ready for Phantom Pain. Well, I will be once I finish Peace Walker, but I know what happens in Peace Walker now because I read that thing in Phantom Pain. But either way, that's it. Ground Zeroes is good. I wish I had played it before the end of last year, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. I think that's it. We can take a break. We're going to talk about news and
Stuff.
do some 2015 gearing, getting ready stuff, and then we'll close this show out. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
Choo, choo, choo.
Yeah.
Chew.
I just want to grab a drink, and then I'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Same here.
I might just fill this with water.
You didn't put your cap in there. Should probably like fish it out.
Yeah.
Cool water, isn't it?
protein.
I sort of. And I'm like, that, no.
Because we were fucking convinced by that speech. Never forget.
And he wasn't wrong. But it's like, he also wasn't saying quit everything like this. But like, he gave it, and I'm like, you know what? That's a pretty good point.
Yeah, he had a good argument, regardless.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but like I gave him.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put some
you
water
know
in mine
what?
as well.
Like the actual difference in like the sugar levels between the other one is 1 gram, and I'm just like,
Life changing.
I'm just like, yeah. You know, they have this skim milk that's called no-fat milk. Guess what they took out of it? That fat.
You know, the part.
They filled the rest back up with also no-fat milk. So what's left is everything that wasn't the fat. So everything else that isn't fat goes up.
No one was convinced.
Not until my dad said it. Which this happened at 2 separate occasions. Like I said it first, and then they talked about it again, and then he said pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, when I say pretty much, I'm talking about the ands, the does, like the in-betweens are the only things that changed.
Fucking Guthrie, you gotta lay down the law.
Did you move the camera?
I did. Well, Tony bumped it, but I'll move it back.
Watch that ass, Tony.
Go.
He didn't hear you.
What's up?
What's up? Oh, he was asking if I moved the camera.
Oh yeah, I hit it by accident.
All right, we ready?
Ready?
Yep.
So, how are you doing, Nabishin? Is this going too long for you?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
I missed this, honestly.
Yeah, me too, man.
What?
I mean, I edit all the podcasts and like I'm like, man, it's Friday and I'm not doing anything. Well, I did stuff Friday to make up for it. Also, the one thing that I did editing wise was like Jarrett and I recorded his top 10 show the Thursday, and it had to go out the next day with mine. So I got his track at 9:00 p.m. that night, being up for 23 hours, edited it, put it out the next day, scheduled everything, made sure everything was good, and then fucking passed out. That was my one thing that I did in that week. Whew. All right. News in gaming. Let's talk about some news, guys.
Oh man, we got a lot to cover. Been gone for like 3 weeks.
I know,
maybe
it's
4.
3 weeks.
I can't even remember anymore. Too long.
Yeah, it's I think 3 weeks. It is the 16th of January, so we're 2 weeks in. Well, let's start things out by talking about the top 10 best-selling games of 2014, as tracked by the NPDs, which we won't do December NPDs. Xbox One outsold PS4 for the second month in a row. That's pretty much all you need to know. And Call of Duty sold well. So the top 10 games of annual 2014. Number 10, Call of Duty Ghosts. Scott.
We're all so sad.
Number 9, FIFA 15. Number 8, Watch Dogs. Number 7, NBA 2K15. Number 6, Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And then this also had a special edition, which is included in this, which NPD wanted to note this. So Super Smash Brothers for 3DS and Wii U combined. Number 5, Minecraft. Number 4, Scott's favorite game, Nothing, Grand Theft Auto 5. And this including the new SKUs of PS4 and Xbox One versions. Number 3, Destiny. Number 2,
Oh yeah.
Madden NFL 15, and number 1, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Of course, the king is never dethroned, as we know. But yeah, Watch Dogs and Destiny, 2 new IPs on that list. 2 of the most disappointing games of 2014. Some would say.
Good.
Well, yeah, it's and as far as the king, I'm fine with him being there for this year.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
Ghost, however, should not be there.
Ghost should not be on any list. Yeah, no, that's pretty much reasonable. That is about what I expected. I didn't think Smash Bros would be on that list, but
Like the only exclusive too. That's the
Yep.
only exclusive. I guess that just shows how strong that lineup is as far as like Nintendo exclusive. Like once they do like a really good one, it can get up there.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Mario Kart 8 didn't make that because that was like.
I think Smash Brothers beat out Mario Kart because it had more pre-orders than Mario Kart 8, and it was also out on 3DS. Like that's the only thing.
Yeah, it had also it was the double sales there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, Mario Kart 8 was like one of those things. Like they sold as many copies of Mario Kart 8 as they've sold Wii U's, pretty much. It's impressive. But that's it. Those are the best selling video games of 2014 annually, not fiscally, not through the fiscal year, but impressive lineup. So let's do some makeup stuff. PlayStation Network and Xbox Live were down on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Because of fucking Lizard Squad, whatever hacker group decided to take credit for it this time. Fuck them, man. It's like PlayStation Network it took longer for them to get back up. Xbox Live, I couldn't access Netflix, but I could get to the store and download stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of my experience with it, but I couldn't even get on PSN. Not at all. I couldn't log in. Did this affect any of you guys?
Not really.
I wasn't using it over the thing
so-
very much, so.
Nah, what about you?
PC Master Race. I was on Wii U, so I was fine.
The best system of 2014 as presented by PC Master Race. No, it's it was a shitty thing. I'm sad that happened. They were having trouble for like a whole week afterwards, pretty much, but everything's working now, it seems. That last quarter of 2014 had a lot of Xbox Live down and outages, people hacking, DDoS attacks.
Not as much as PSN. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, PSN had.
They go down for maintenance like every 2 seconds anyway, so that's like the same.
Yeah, PSN was down for maintenance last night when I was trying to go to the store to see if anything was on sale. So
it seems to always happens, right? It's like the Captain Planet of like it's just like something that just comes on when you don't want it to, and it's like, oh, I'm really anxious to see something, and it's like, oh, this is on. Never mind.
Yep. And then he's got sewage on his foot, and he's like, well, I'm useless. It happens like every single episode of that show. They came out, so like that was like the last big thing from 2014 I saw. So like the first big fucking Monday back in the thick of it, the first Monday of 2015, two huge stories came out. PlayStation Now is launching now. Is that available now?
The what?
PlayStation Now. I think that.
Yeah, that's out now. Yes.
So it's got an official subscription fee. So it's $20 a month to access all games or most games in PlayStation Now. And it's $49 for 3 months. $49.99 for 3 months. And that access is the same. It's like almost all the games, save for like a couple, which is weird. Like I don't know what stipulates the things to be excluded. So you could do the rental service stuff, which is like a lot of people have agreed is overpriced. I don't really care either way. If I'm renting a game for 7 days for $15, I'm gonna beat it in that 7 days and never play it again. So
Seems fine.
Yeah, like whatever. That varies from game to game, but you can access almost every game on the service for $20 in a month. That seems like a pretty good deal. I would do that. I would rent that months at a time. This isn't like something that you would renew constantly because that's $240 a year. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's something that I don't think any of us would really use because the input lag is.
It's true.
It's fucking problem. But you get access to everything for a 7-day free trial. That's everything. Actually, everything. So if you want to try it out, see if it works for you, you get a 7-day free trial. You can go get that now. It's out now. It's out of beta. It's out.
Okay.
There's a thing that is real.
PlayStation is here.
It's no longer
now.
early access.
PlayStation eventually, Scott. No one's making those jokes. I'm disappointed that prediction didn't come true of 2014.
I was PlayStation later.
PlayStation soon?
As PlayStation laters, no PlayStation eventuallys. Eventually. Also that same day, Greg Miller...
Eventually, you'll get it.
Eventually. Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty, Nick Scarpino, and Tim Geddes quit IGN. And
Yes, they did. I saw that.
started a thing.
A thing.
Kind of funny games.
Now, did they get like pushed or did they?
They did
leave
this.
to start.
They left to start
Yes.
this.
Okay.
So, kind of funny is like this thing they've been doing through their YouTube, through the previously youtube.com/GameOver Greggy. So they gave that a Patreon that you can support that Namish and I have both been supporting since September when it launched. And like, you know, a Patreon is basically like a monthly subscription service. If you're not familiar, you pay something every month and they fill a certain amount of things based on that money that they earn each month. If they don't fill it in that month, they don't get the money for that month. The end. So they started a second Patreon called Kind of Funny Games. They left IGN, and that second Patreon quickly kind of came up to the same amount of the first original Patreon, even more, I think. And now they're like, you know, fucking freestyling it out on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do. Colin Moriarty and Greg Miller Monday through Friday do a morning show for like 2 hours every day. They have for the past 2 weeks since this kind of started. I don't know. This is kind of like crazy. No one's ever really done this in the video game industry yet. Like
Till now.
like with this, like they're making, like they calculate that to be about $400,000 a year between the four of them. Of course, like there are a lot of expenses that come with that, including
Right.
tax and everything. Between the two Patreons, and there's also additional money that they're getting from YouTube and from Twitch. But like it's an interesting thing. Like they've basically gone indie as far as covering video games, and they're having a lot of success doing it. But they're
Indie journalism.
And don't forget, they're not the only ones who are doing it. Jim Sterling's doing it as well. With
Yeah,
Jim Position.
yeah, Jim Quisition is also doing that. Does he have a Patreon for that as well?
Yes.
Okay. So like, you know, big deal. Greg Miller leaves IGN, I think. Obviously,
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. You know,
Been on the show.
he's been on the show. He's been there for 8 years. It's weird to think of IGN without Greg Miller. It's also weird to think with IGN with Max Scoville instead of Greg Miller, but that's a discussion for another topic that I'm also super excited about. Don't take that the wrong way. That sounds awesome. But yeah, I think it's worth discussing. What do you think about this, Nabishin? Because I know you're backing Kind of Funny Games on Patreon now.
Yeah, I just put $5 into them for a monthly payment. I mean, they're super creative. It's like it's always been more of like a IGN's always been about it's honestly almost always been about Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty. Honestly, like ever since I started like really getting to IGN, like maybe like a year or two ago, been watching Up at Noon and whatnot. It's just been like the personalities there. Like I think that's the thing that I took away from Giant Bomb is like it was like once I know these personalities, I'll just follow the personalities more than I follow the actual quote unquote site. And like I really got to know Greg and Colin that way, and like really started appreciating their bromance, and just like just the way they just present themselves, and like they always honest and upfront with what they're doing.
Yep.
And as soon as they decide to do this leap, you know, like I'm just like, hey, I'll be down here like holding like the trampoline for you to jump on, because like I'll support you for why I'm doing this, because like you give me years of entertainment, so I have no issue with what they're doing. I just hope for the best for them, and I'll just keep watching their content. Like I just finished catching up, looking at their Twitch streams. Just going to their past broadcasts. I saw the one with Troy Baker on it, which was really good.
Yeah.
And then like this is actually getting me back to looking into Kind of Funny, because like I donated a dollar Kind of Funny because like you know, like I wanted to support them, but you know I never really watched the Game Over Greggy show that often, at least not as much as I wanted to.
Yeah,
and now I was like, this is be like more of like an incentive to see them, because like I always want to see them. I hear them and see them almost every day, so like now I have to like actually spend more time with them and like listen to more stuff. So that kind of persuaded me to actually listen to them at the same time. So I still got that $1 for Kind of Funny, but $5 in Kind of Funny Games. So like, you know, I'm supporting what I love, and that's the main thing I like to do.
Yeah, I do plan on backing them on Patreon as well at some point. I haven't done it yet, but no, it's really cool. Like I definitely have a lot more people at IGN that I pay attention to, and like I appreciate their personalities and stuff. Like Justin Davis is like the features editor. He's the one I've interacted with the most on like a freelance writing basis, and I have a lot of respect for him. And I like reading a lot of his stuff, and like I've talked with Mitch Dyer a lot and stuff like that. But so like it's not like I'm done with IGN now that they're gone.
I don't know.
But that's a huge part of it. You know, I met Greg Miller at PAX. I went to Podcast Beyond 300. You know, it's a big deal for me for them to not be there anymore. I'll say, and I'm super excited to see what they do. Like they basically they couldn't cover certain things because IGN told them that's kind of like a conflict of interest with the YouTube stuff. Now they can. Now they can do whatever the fuck they want. And you know they're not approaching it from like a journalist perspective. They're approaching it from like a, you know, we like this stuff and we want to talk about it perspective. I just worry about like them being like the cornerstone of their business is Patreon, and that means they're kind of like beholden to the fans and the people that support them.
That's true.
Which I worry like if that will take away from them doing what they want to do in favor of stuff like that they need to do to keep Patreon supporters happy. But we'll see. Like, you know, this is a new thing pretty much. It's kind of crazy and it's big. It's blown up a lot, and I'm curious to see where it goes. But yeah, I'm excited. Like they seem to be approaching it in a way that like the Game Grumps approach it, because like and I've gotten way big into them. They just play games because they like them, and that's it. Like the end. And that seems to be like the way that they're approaching this now. Instead of like it is their jobs, but they are doing it like they're doing what they want for fun. They're playing Smash Brothers every Wednesday. Kyle Moriarty's trying to teach old school Mega Man games to Greg Miller, Nick Scarpino, and Tim Geddes on Tuesdays. Like it's funny. It's like they're doing cool stuff. Yeah, it's good, Scott. So I don't know. Tony, do you have any thoughts?
I'm curious to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
So
Scott?
I might start following it.
Yeah.
Why did we do this, Alex? God.
Yeah, because
Patreon.
we could totally get that kind of money for sure. No, it's like a thing. Like they're big enough and they have the clout enough to do that for sure. And it shows. But we'll see. That's youtube.com/kindoffunnygames and youtube.com/kindoffunny. They're two separate channels. One about just general shit and the other about video games. So.
Everybody completely forgot about Kickstarter.
And everybody forgot about Kickstarter. Now Patreon is the hot business, and it's going to crash and burn someday. But yeah, it's cool. I'm curious to see what happens. It's only been 2 weeks, so I'm super stoked to see what they do with this. So support them if you like. I definitely will be. I'm a big fan of them. So Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct this week on Wednesday.
Oh man, I missed it.
Yeah, they announced that new 3DS is coming to North America on February 13th. It's the same date for Europe, right, Nabishin? Or is that earlier in Europe?
I think it's earlier in Europe. I could be wrong, though.
So they are just bringing over the XL version of the new 3DS. So this is the 3DS with motion tracking, like face tracking for the front-facing camera. So the
But
3D...
I want my custom face plates.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So like, yeah, it's got the face tracking, it's got the faster processor, and it's got the better battery life, and it's got NFC for amiibos built right into the system. It will be $200, just like the 3DS XL was up until this point in North America.
No AC adapter.
And it doesn't come with an AC adapter.
yeah, it's weird.
That's such a Japanese thing. I can't believe they're doing that for the North American version of the system.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
That's fucking weird. But, yeah, it's coming out February 13th, same day as Majora's Mask 3D and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
That
That's
Monster Hunter looks pretty good, though.
That's a little comment about the AC adapter. Like, it's just like it's a $200 machine. Like, and the adapter is only $8.
Yeah.
If you get it from the Nintendo store, so is it really that much? Really?
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know.
$8 is all the profit they're making off of that
I don't know why they
$200
couldn't
machine.
put it in the box. I think it's to deter people from selling their old 3DS immediately after they get it.
Sure, but it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's silly. Why just put it in the fucking box? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm a little happy though because I'm going to get one. Not at launch, clearly, because I don't have fucking money for that. But I have a limited edition 3DS XL, so I could fucking hawk that price up, man. I got the Animal Crossing one. I could sell that shit for a pretty penny.
Yeah, Persona one.
Yeah.
I
So
might just not care.
yeah,
Just keep it.
yeah. I have to. I'm beholden to Nintendo and their fucking bullshit. But either way, Majora's Mask 3D and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate come out that day.
Scott and I were looking at the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate special editions of
It
the
looks so good.
3DS. They look
It's
so
already gone.
cool.
Sold
Already
out.
gone.
Already gone. The Majora's Mask 3DS and the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate 3DS, like the special edition new 3DS XLs, gone. Sold out before West Coast fucking GameStop's even open. They were both GameStop exclusive.
I get so angry with Nintendo about this shit.
It doesn't make any sense why they don't just stock this. It would sell. It would sell. So why not stock more of it? Stock more amiibos. Fucking make more GameCube adapters for the fucking Wii U. Just
Stop
do
letting
it.
scalpers doing like for triple the price, and you're not even getting the money for that. Like,
Yes.
It's like it does not compute, but whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
They said Splatoon is coming in May. I'm super excited about Splatoon. I don't know about
It looks fun.
Yeah, like, I think it looks really fun. Every time I see it, like I've seen some 60 FPS gameplay of that game. It looks awesome. It looks like a really good shooter. So I'm actually probably going to pick that up in May. They announced a new Fire Emblem game is coming. Same designer, like character designer and team that did Awakening. So
Feet are confirmed in that game.
yeah, there you go. Feet confirmed. They showed off a little gameplay that like it zooms in like right from the map. There's no fade to black, cut to black between combat scene and map. So it's actually going to go a little faster. It looks like, and pairing up units is still there. So I'm super excited to see what new they do with that game because they learn a lot in Awakening, I think. Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS is coming to North America exclusively for the new 3DS in April.
Well then.
So since you can't get that game anywhere and you want to play that game, you'll be able
There
to
you
play
go.
it in April.
God.
What? Your face.
No, you said you wanted to play Xenoblade Chronicles. I was just.
I
saying.
did.
They showed off a new trailer of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and they insisted that game is still coming out this year. Hyrule Warriors is getting Majora's Mask DLC with a new adventure mode map. Tingle is a playable character.
All right.
New costumes for Sheik and another character, and Young Link.
Young Link.
And his thing, like his ultimate move, I don't know how that fucking game works, is he puts on the Fierce Deities mask and goes fucking ham. So,
When your magic meter gets high, you can put that on.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like a drive thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You forgot Codename Steam or Project Steam.
Oh yeah, Project Steam.
Codename Steam.
Codename Steam. Confused me, Nomshin. That's still coming out March 18th, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And it will have camera control features on the new 3DS. And it will have amiibo support for the 3DS. You can put your Fire Emblem characters, since it's the same designer or same team that made it. Working Designs. I think this is Working Designs.
Intelligent
yeah,
Systems.
Intelligent Systems. Thank you. Working Designs is a different team. But
Alex, I can't find a Martha amiibo anywhere.
well, they're bringing more Martha amiibos to North America later this year.
What?
So they'll probably do a second run of all the original amiibos later this year, but they'll be different, and then people will be selling the first run
know.
amiibos for more money.
They'll have like a shitty version 2 on it or something like that. Like what the like Pokemon cards like they used to be like the version 1 Pikachu and the version 2 Pikachu.
They're ruining collectible things for everyone. And so they're also doing a new run of amiibos for Mario Party 10 that are going to have a red base. It's going to be Mario, Peach, Luigi, Wario. No, not Wario.
They really need to put more.
Yeah, so Mario, Peach, Luigi.
Unless they're losing a lot of money on them, they really need to do a lot more of these.
it's so 2-to-1
Yeah.
of Smash Brothers. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's Mario, Peach, Luigi, Bowser, and Toad. Toad is getting an amiibo. They have a red base, and there are different poses of the amiibos, but if you get a Mario amiibo, it will also work with Smash Brothers.
All right.
But you can only have one game's data of the amiibo on at a time. So if you have a Smash Brothers amiibo thing on your Mario, you have to wipe it if you want to use the amiibo in Mario Party 10. And presumably that will be the case for every amiibo function game going forward.
Don't buy amiibo.
Except for
You
like
don't want to. Don't go down this path. I have to get the Toad because I want to tap the Toad stuff.
so except for things like where you just tap it and get something in the game, like Mario Kart and Captain Toad, it sounds like, and Codename Steam. You don't need to erase your data for that. But like if the game like puts functionality back on the amiibo and saves it to the amiibo, you can only have one game saved on your amiibo at a time. So they're ruining everything for everyone. But there will be more Mario and Luigi and Peach amiibos out there now. So you're gonna get that fucking Toad. You're gonna
I have to get the Toad. I have to.
The Toad has a Captain Toad functionality with it.
I have to.
That literally sounds like it does nothing. It does nothing.
Zero
There's a
things.
Pixel Toad on the stages now, so I
And
have
you
to
can find
that.
the Pixel Toad, and it does nothing. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Don't
Alex, you haven't even started yet.
I'm
You're just
buying
breaking
Mega
down.
Man. I have to. Fuck everyone. Man, fuck this. Nintendo ruined everything. I don't know. And Wave 3 amiibos, which includes Mega Man, is coming out next month, I think. Fucking man, whatever. And there will be more after it.
You pre-ordered already?
Yeah. I pre-ordered Mega Man on Amazon. Fucking hate myself. Is that it for the
Is
Nintendo
Villager
Direct?
coming? When's Villager?
Villager is the next wave.
Okay.
Same
Getting
with...
the villager.
I can look at what Wave 3 is.
I'm gonna give me a shulk.
You don't even have a Wii U.
And
The Xenoblade Chronicles X looks hot.
Yeah, it does. Looks really pretty. They showed out a trailer that just kind of showed off the graphics of it. But
Yeah.
the next,
Like it has a big explaining open world. It looks really cool.
the next wave is Toon Link, Ike, Lucario, King Dedede, Bowser, Mega Man, Sheik, Shulk, Meta Knight, Rosalina, and Sonic. Should we talk about that thing that happened with the Rosalina amiibo?
What's that?
This guy bought 100 Rosalina amiibos.
Oh yeah.
So other people couldn't buy Rosalina.
What?
Because he thinks she's hot garbage. He thinks she's a terrible character with terrible character design.
all right,
And so he bought 100 of them so other people couldn't buy them.
that's awesome.
That is awesome. It's fucking terrible. What is happening in the
It's
world?
awesome.
I don't know. So presumably, like they will be bringing back the first wave and the second wave of amiibos later this year, probably this fall.
I'm not holding my breath.
But whatever, man. It's all ruined. So Nabashin's buying Sonic in February, and I'm buying Mega Man, and we're not talking to anyone after that.
All right,
Why do you guys all have to go into your dark holes?
Villager was
That's
in
all
Wave
the-
1 also. Yeah, I don't know. That's Amiibo news. Also, they have like this website. It's like nintendo.com/amiibo/compatibility. And it's like the most confusing looking website to tell you what Amiibo works with what. So, there you go. Is that it for the Nintendo Direct news, Nabashin?
Pretty much. I can't really remember much of the other stuff. They did announce like a new Rhythm Heaven project in Japan, and in Japan Nintendo Direct they didn't do it in this Direct, but yeah, I'm super excited for that. Hopefully, I can get to play that soon, and I'll bring it over here. I'm hoping.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Evolve went gold.
Oh, ah! I just remembered something. Sorry.
Evolve didn't go gold. Never mind.
Wii games. The Wii games are.
Oh
being,
yeah, Wii games are
downloadable.
coming to Wii U. Not up-res at all.
No, but the Super Mario Galaxy 2, Punch Out, and the Metroid Prime trilogy will be on there, and it'll be for half the price. So that'll be about $10 for each of them. The first week it'll be half the price.
Yep.
So
Get that
when they
Metroid Prime
release it,
trilogy. Do it.
do it now.
It's.
I'm gonna buy it anyway, even though I have no interest in playing it.
I mean, I have Mario Galaxy 2 and Metroid Prime trilogy on Wii, so like I'm not worried about it. But I could feasibly sell that Metroid Prime trilogy.
You could do it now, like right now, and
Well,
get
I
like
mean-
$100 something for it.
the disc, that disc in the special case could probably fetch a pretty penny. But no, it's Metro Prime Trilogy is fantastic. If you like Metro Prime, you have no reason not to buy it because the way they changed 1 and 2 to have Metro Prime 3 controls is excellent. Punch Out is good. The Wii Punch Out is really good. So, and obviously we don't have to say anything about Mario Galaxy 2. And those, so Punch Out comes out next week, and Metro Prime Trilogy comes out January 29th. So they'll all be out before the end of the month.
What other it's weird when they say you'd be able to use the gamepad as a controller if the games are use the classic controller. If the games use the gamepad to play off it, so conceivably you could just play Punch Out just on the gamepad, which is a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
But I can't really think of any other Wii games that just use the classic controller.
Not any
Skyward Sword,
Nintendo
Skyward
Wii games.
Sword. Yeah, but what else are they going to put up there? They're not going to put any other. What other games are there?
I don't know. Fuck, man. No more heroes. Shit.
That the first one had motion controls. The second one had the option, so it'll have to be the second one.
Yeah. There probably there's Kirby's Epic Yarn. They'll probably put up there, and you can use the gamepad for that. But you just use the Wii remote on the side for that game anyway, if you wanted. So, I don't know, man. You can use the Wii remote, the gamepad, the Wii U gamepad for games that just use classic controller on Wii for those games that they're selling.
They just completely skipped over GameCube. It's just another do I really have to wait this long for Beautiful Joe HD or just a re-release of that game?
Yeah, please put out Beautiful Joe HD somewhere.
He's so beautiful.
You put out Okami HD, and I love you for that. Thank you, whoever did that. Capcom.
That one dude.
That one guy and it looks incredible and it's fantastic. Thank you. But just do it for Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. They're amazing games. They're super fun, and please, just do it for me. Do it for me and Nabashin. But whatever. Evolve went gold. Wait,
the
what
beta's
was
next week?
Yeah, beta's next week. Yeah,
the beta's this weekend. The game just went gold, and it's what? That's a weird thing. But
yeah, the demo is this weekend. Is what they should have just fucking
today.
said. Yeah, it's out now. I don't know, man. Fucking betas and demos. Alphas are going to be the new betas too. Alphas are going to be
pretty
the new
much
demos.
already are.
Alphas are the new betas right now, and then soon alphas are going to be the new betas. Anyway, Xbox One is remaining at $349.
The big alpha.
The big alpha.
After 2 weeks of being out, because for 2 weeks it was actually back to $400, and then it's just we're just going back to that, which is a smart move, honestly.
Oh, totally. It's sold better over December and November, but they're it's going to go up again sometime.
So maybe.
But we're not going to say when.
Go buy it.
Yeah, go buy it. No, it's smart move. It's going to sell more. It's going to continue to sell better. I think the PS4 is going to overtake it again soon, but if it hasn't already. But I don't know. That's good price. If you haven't bought an Xbox One, you should. It's pretty good. That Halo is fixed.
The RPG
now.
is Mark Griffiths just said Fire Emblem used a classic controller, so there's something.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Also, that game uses the Wii remote on the side. So, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn is a game I should finish. That's the Wii one.
Oh, you never beat that one?
I recently replayed through it almost all the way to the end. I got further than I did last time, but I've had that since the launch year of the Wii. I've had that since 2006.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They recently reprinted that game, too, weirdly enough. And those reprints are selling for a higher price for some reason. But yeah, I don't think they're going to raise the Xbox One price again. That's it. And I don't know if the Xbox One with the Kinect, if you can still buy that, or if that's.
I have no idea.
If that's $500, that'll come down to $450, and that'll be it. That'll be that. They put out a new Rock Band DLC.
Yeah, that was weird.
For Rock Band 3 after 21 months off. It was fucking Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters. I remember when I thought they were good.
Possibly hinting at more Rock Band games.
Yeah, they were talking about it on the Giant Bombcast, and a lot of people have been saying if I wanted to test the waters to see if anyone was still interested in a Rock Band game, I would put out some
Put out some
DLC.
DLC, yeah.
And see if people wanted to buy it or were at all interested or wanted to talk about it. But, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be a new Rock Band announced this year, Nabashin?
This year?
Announced.
Announced?
No.
If
It is, it better be Rock Band Taylor Swift.
Fucking Christ, why would you say that out loud?
I think
No,
so.
it'll never happen.
I think so as well. If
Because
it's
they're
going
putting out the survey for it right now, and they're just trying to spark some interest to see what people want. Like all they have this year is this Amplitude, which is coming out this summer because it got delayed a little bit. But
Looks so good.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. If they're going to do it any year, this is the year.
Now, the weird thing about it is like what they're going to do as far as like instrument and stuff. Like, is everything going to be on your phones now? Just do like a Jackbox, like play drums like on your phone and play guitar on your phone
I
or some
hope
bullshit
not.
like that.
They'll do the microphone on the phone, like the vocals, but God, I don't know. I don't know how they sell plastic instruments to people again. I just threw out my Rock Band guitar.
I got rid of mine when I moved. So.
Yeah, I don't want it anymore. I don't want that guitar anymore. So like, they have to sell me again on everything.
Maybe it's like buy it directly from them. That would be the smart thing to do instead of like playing up retail, because that was the big issue about that.
Yeah, like just sell the disc and like in the thing, just have like a voucher, get 25% off, like buying all the instruments together, like all from rockband.com online store, and sell it for a lower price. Like that's the way you do it, I think. If you had to ask me, I'm not a financialist, but that seems like,
Financialist, huh?
that seems like the best way to do it. I don't know. Like, yeah, Scott, you don't think they're gonna announce one this year? Tony,
You see, the thing is, I don't
I
think
could see it. I would probably want it.
I'm with Giant Bomb on this one, where like I think that is what this DLC pack is. I think it's testing the waters to go yes forward or no forward.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that it's died out, and I think that's the same conclusion that they're going to come to too.
yeah, I don't know.
Would you play a new Rock Band?
No,
You wouldn't play it?
nope.
Not even if you were at like a friend's house and he was like, "You want to play this with me?" And he has all the stuff.
You mean like you?
Maybe. I'm just saying. You have
He's
a lot
just
of friends.
testing the water.
What I'd say is let's play some Smash.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. I got all these amiibos. You want to play Smash Brothers with me and my amiibo friends?
My amiibo friend.
I just have 3 amiibos that I cycle.
You
I
mean
play
it should be like 7? Just have 7 amiibos in
with.
you.
Should. Yeah. Yeah, I should do this.
They're all like level 6.
They're all Lucina.
No. They're all villager.
She's
They're
my
all
favorite.
villager. And
Yeah,
then
all the different costumes, the villager, and I play the 8th costume.
Dude, do that with
We're all part of
Bowser
the village.
Jr.
Oh my god. I'm gonna kill myself after this podcast. This is it.
Stop
I'm sorry, Nabashin. That was too real for you, I think.
a little bit.
No, she's like, I have enough to do that.
The next playable Shovel Knight character will be Plague Knight.
I wish it was Shield Knight.
That is coming, apparently.
All right.
Shovel Knight amiibo.
Shovel Knight.
Why isn't Shovel Knight in Smash Brothers?
Should be.
Fuck. If they
Shovel
do,
Drop would be too OP.
if they do DLC characters, that should be one of the first ones.
His Smash would be so good. It'd be the charge shot.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man.
And he'd be
Why
able
aren't we
to-
making Smash Brothers games? We're Tony can code it. Fuck.
There you go. Probably better than all the people at Nintendo.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I can code it.
Yeah, Scott could code it too. I don't know, man. When did they announce this Nabashin? The Shovel Knight thing?
I want
Like,
Spectre
a
Knight.
few days ago.
Okay. I missed it, so because I've been sick all week. But yeah, cool. No, I'll play Shovel Knight again. I'm waiting for it to come out on PS4 and Vita and stuff. So
PS4. I played it with PS4 controller
yeah, I did too.
because I've got it on PC.
As did I. It's real good. D-pad's real good.
The light bar was going all rainbowy the whole time.
Because why not?
Yeah,
Because you have the power now.
I do.
No, I think it's cool. They're actually doing some of this stuff. Plague Knight, they could have chosen more interesting Knight to go first with.
I mean, Plague Knight has, like, from his boss fight,
has
it's
cool
probably got enough fleshed out stuff that to make a character pretty easy.
I wonder if it's going to be like just the same game again, but with like a slightly different, all the dialogue changed and
I wouldn't be surprised if everything
Oh,
was
quite
different.
nice
And I also
perspective.
wouldn't really be that surprised if it was just like
The same thing.
if it was the exact same game, but you are just Plague Knight and everyone still thinks you're Shovel Knight.
Yeah. I would be unopposed to either.
Plague butt.
Plague Knight,
Plague Butt?
Plague Butt versus Plague Butt.
Plague Butt versus Plague Butt. Scott, you liked that a lot. Fuck, man. That's it for news. Unless you got anything else, Nabishin.
No.
Yeah, good news. I think we made up for everything. It was come back like the first Monday of the new year. Fucking Greg Miller quits IGN and they're announcing PlayStation Now stuff. I'm like, oh fuck, we're in it again.
Sometimes there's news.
So for the email section, since we did get a voicemail, but I wanted to focus on Nabishin, you had some questions ready for us about 2015.
Yeah, just little fun questions and just like just answer it the best of your abilities.
Yeah, if I'll say if you guys out there listening have any predictions for 2015, like to share them with us, we'd love to read them on the show. Just send them to mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. That's MAILSACK at irrationalpassions.com, and we will read them here. Shoot, Nabishin, what questions you got for us?
I'm a big fan of GameTrailers.com, and they do a thing with Kyle Bossman and Mike Huber where they do like a final bets type of thing. And just like make these like crazy bets and everything like that. I just wanted to mention that this almost has nothing to do with this, but I just every time I read this, I think I just want to do it in like their voices because it's just really funny. But what is your most anticipated game for 2015 on each platform?
Oh, on each platform. That gives me some wiggle room. Kind of like a third-party game that's on all three, or on all two. Can that count as one of its own?
Sure.
Okay. Persona 5 for PS4, Zelda for Wii U, and now it's a tie between Witcher 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5 on the trilogy. And for Xbox One, it's Quantum Break. No, it's Below. Quantum Break looks great, but Below is my Xbox One most anticipated.
3DS. Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I guess Majora's Mask 3D. I mean, if that new Fire Emblem game comes out this year, I doubt it, but that'll probably be early next year. Yeah, that would definitely be it. Yeah, I'll say Majora's Mask 3D. Codename's Steam looks good, but I don't know if it'll be that good.
Sure.
What about you, Nabishin? Since we got thinkers over here.
Xbox One is Scalebound. PS4 is probably Hellblade. 3DS is, I guess, Majora's Mask. Vita, Gravity Rush 2 that actually comes out. And Wii U, I honestly don't even know anymore. All my big shit came out for that, so I guess Mario Maker. That sounds like a fun experiment.
That does seem really cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works like it should.
Yeah, we can only hope. With they showed off a little of the Mario versus Donkey Kong Wii U game, which is going to be cross-buy for 3DS and Wii U, or the equivalent thereof.
News.
Yeah, that was news. But they showed they have a really cool level share concept in that, so it gives me more faith for Mario Maker. And you can share levels across platforms, transfer them from platform to platform, and if you buy one, you get the other, no matter what version you buy. So, Scott, what about you? What are you anticipating? Each platform.
Nothing for Xbox.
Below. You're anticipating Below for Xbox One. I know you haven't played it, but it's good. It's good. It's good. You'll like it. you would play it on PC before you played it on Xbox One, but it'll count for that, I'll say.
I'm torn between Star Fox and Zelda for the Wii U.
Are you really anticipating Star Fox more than Zelda?
Star Fox is really good.
Star Fox is great, dude. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. We'll play multiplayer if there is some. Fuck it, man. We'll do everything. But
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what they can do with Star Fox anymore. Honest to God, as long as it's not like Adventures and it's better
Adventures
than Star
was the
Fox.
best Star Fox game.
Adventures was the best Zelda game of the Star Fox series.
All right, that's why it was the best though.
And it wasn't as good as other Zelda games. Is the problem, but. If it's better than that other
But it had a
GameCube
hot
one,
female fox in it.
where half the levels you were on foot, if it's better than that, but maybe similar to that, then it'll be good, I think. But I don't know.
I know, but it could be really, really cool.
Yeah, it could be.
Star Fox is always pretty cool.
I always really like Star Fox. Star Fox 64 is one of my favorite N64 games. But, that game's awesome. Andros, man. What a great villain. Giant head with hands.
Do barrel.
Do a barrel roll.
Brain version.
Well, yeah,
You
the
get
brain.
that one?
Yeah, oh, yeah, of course. Get that best editing for Star Fox 64. Shit got real. Okay, so it's a tie between these two. Pick one. Just say Zelda.
All right. And then
An open world Zelda game, dude. Come on.
Bloodborne for PS3. Oh, wait.
PS4.
PS4.
Skyrim, The Legend of
Still
Zelda.
doing that.
Hold on. Scalebound for Xbox.
Yeah, that's the
Okay, then that one. That is what we'll take the Xbox.
That is that's not Suda, right? That's
No, that's
Platinum.
Platinum.
Is that the same
Platinum,
guy who did Bayonetta?
Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta. Yes.
Okay. That
And
that'll
Beautiful
probably
Joe and Okami and Devil May Cry and Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2,
fuck. Yeah, that'll probably be good.
Kamiya.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
For 3DS, I don't know what that lineup is at all. I know Majora's Mask, but like I already know I'm not going to get that. So,
I don't
Right.
know either.
and then, yeah, that's it. Done.
For Vita, my most anticipated is getting my analog stick face.
There you go.
Uh,
Being able to play games again.
yep.
PC, Scott?
Nothing exclusive to the PC. Not anticipated.
Yeah, it's a hard one. PS4 is
When-
picking up all those PC exclusive
With like
games, so
with PC, it's really like you can afford to not anticipate anything.
Yeah.
And just like there's a wealth of already awesome stuff, and if something else comes out and it turns out to also be super great, you can just discover that.
I have a most anticipated for PC actually. It's called Ghost Song.
Okay.
It's a Metroidvania that looks fucking incredible.
Crypt of the Necro Dancer.
Coming out of early access. What about you, Tony?
Persona.
Persona
Zelda.
5 for PS4. Zelda for Wii U. Are you gonna get a Wii U for Zelda?
Probably.
Okay. Nothing for
I
Xbox
know
One.
eventually I'll get one. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting an Xbox. So
Like, safe bet, kind of not to.
Yeah.
And like,
That's why
there's
I
a few
got the PS4,
exclusives that are on Xbox for me.
Yeah.
Like, I get that they're there, but there are a lot of first person shooter like exclusive
Yeah.
to that, and it's like I'm not.
No, I understand. Like, I think Quantum Break looks amazing, but I don't think that appeals to either of you at all.
So like I learned from the last generation only having an Xbox, like everything that I felt like that I wanted to play on my Xbox also came out on PS3. So and then there were a bunch of PS3 exclusives that I didn't get to play.
They
that
had
I
a lot
wanted
more
to.
Japanese games that I think
That
you
too.
wanted.
So I ended up getting the PS4 because I figured if I'm only getting one, the one I'd rather have is a PlayStation. So
What about Fable Legends?
Yeah, what about Fable Legends?
Vita, I just kind of pick up whatever it looks cool. Maybe Danganronpa 3.
Yeah, that third Danganronpa game is coming out, but that's not really Danganronpa 3. Hopefully
Yeah.
that's another one of those this year.
For 3DS, I don't know. Something good.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming out for 3DS this year.
Yeah.
We don't have that lineup.
Yeah, that's like a weird one. Like I can't think of any fall 3DS games.
Right.
Like maybe they'll put out another Zelda this year as
Maybe
well
they'll
as
put
on
out,
the 3DS, but I doubt it.
Well, there may be that Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, again, that Fire Emblem game that they literally
Maybe they'll
just
have
announced.
like
so
something crazy like the freaking Tomodachi Life.
yeah.
And it comes out next year, and that'll be great.
And
But
taking
another
Persona
Pokemon game.
taking Persona 5 out of there will be another Pokemon game, but
There you go.
taking Persona 5 out of the PS4 equation because that's my most anticipated game ever, more so than Zelda. I would say Bloodborne. Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
awesome.
Bloodborne does look
That's
pretty
gonna be a game
sweet.
that finally, Tony, you have a PS4,
Right? I can play it
You,
when it
Scott,
comes
and I
out.
can like co-op and do some stupid shit in that game together. Yeah, that's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, the Iron King was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was fucking just fight him naked, man. Fight him naked. Continue, Nabishan.
What game do you think will be delayed into 2016?
Zelda.
Persona 5. Right off the bat.
I think Zelda's going to get delayed too.
I don't think so. I thought Smash Brothers for Wii U was going to get delayed. They hit that date. So.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't do too many pushbacks. So when they
With
have
Zelda, they do, but that's kind
That's
of
why I think Zelda.
yeah. But like with Smash Brothers, they also do. It's like those two franchises they always delay, and they didn't delay Smash Brothers. And fucking, you saw Miyamoto and Inafune. Was it Inafune? Yeah, AG. No, Inafune's Mega Man.
Wait, what?
Aonuma.
Aonuma. That
yeah.
one.
Aonuma. Is Miyamoto and Aonuma just fucking like smug as shit? Like it's gonna come out this year. It's gonna come out 2015. Like in that fucking
January 1st, 2016.
Game Awards.
After Star Fox.
After Star Fox, and that'll come out after Majora's Mask, and that has a date. So I don't know. I can see that hitting November easily.
All right.
So
Or even December, which still makes the line.
yeah, Persona 5 is gonna get delayed. I can feel it in my bones, man. It's gonna suck, and I'm gonna be like, guys.
Please.
But that or Final Fantasy 15, if you want to like.
Half-Life 3 is going to get delayed again.
All right.
Final Fantasy 15 in 2015.
I know, Nabashin. It makes too much sense.
So
Square doesn't do things that make sense.
Alex. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to get delayed to 2017 and
I know.
2015.
See, like 2017 makes sense for Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's 15 years after the first one came out. So
But Bill Farmer says it's coming out this year.
yeah, Bill Farmer doesn't know shit.
Don't you
I
talk
did all my
about
goofy lines.
Yeah, hold on. Didn't God have a 2016?
No, the guy who did the voice acting for Goofy, he went on Twitter. It's like Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out this year, and Square was like, no, it's not. He was like, I've done all my lines for Kingdom Hearts 3. I've recorded all of them. I'm done, man. That game's coming out this year, right? He said that on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they deleted those tweets either.
No, I don't think so. The thing I think will probably get delayed, it might be. I think the main one will probably be Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Ooh, yeah, that could do it because that's like December. They're already saying that's going to come out in December. So
Yeah, then it doesn't seem like. It seems like I mean everyone wants to see like the Uncharted versus the Tomb Raider fight, but I think that's the one that's going to get delayed.
yeah, and they'll both not sell that well. The end.
Hold on. Evolve breaks on release, gets taken off of gold, pushes back to 2016.
We're taking it off shelves. It's coming out next year. Fuck.
should have done that with a couple games last year.
Yeah, totally. Assassin's Creed. What the
Destiny.
fucking? Well, Destiny. That was gonna happen.
All right,
Halo.
here's a big one right
Wait,
here.
wait, Tony. What about you? What do you think? Zelda. Oh yeah.
Zelda.
Okay. Scott, did you say
Zelda. Zeltalk.
Zelda?
No, like wasn't Kingdom Hearts 3 originally slated for 2016?
No, it never got a date. It just said now in development.
It always said after Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
That's like the main thing that's been saying.
Okay.
And at this
Okay.
rate, that could change. Fuck, man. That game. Both of those could be fucked. Well, they are both fucked. What gets delayed, man? Reggie Fils-Aimé's career. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it gets delayed into eternity.
Yeah, he's always gonna be at Nintendo.
Forever.
Like Iwata just drains his life force and becomes younger than him. Do you have nothing?
It's nothing that's already been said.
All right, now we should.
All right, this is a big one. Will Beyond Good and Evil 2, The Last Guardian, or Half-Life 3 be mentioned in any press conference this year?
The Last Guardian has to be. It has to be. It has to be, right? Even if it's
mentioned.
just
Even if
mentioned.
mentioned-
It has to be.
I'm going to give Half-Life 3 a big no.
Yeah, Half-Life 3. No, that.
We already know that that's not happening.
Stop talking about it. Like it'll happen someday, but like
No,
it
it won't.
It will.
It
about
will
Beyond
happen.
Good?
It will happen when they let the copyright go and everybody else goes at it.
It'll happen. Like they'll finish it, but like that doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It'll happen someday.
Was it ever announced? Like straight up in development? And
Well,
did it
Half-Life
ever
3 or Half-Life 2 Episode 3 was, but no, it has to be Last Guardian. Like out of those three, yeah. What was the third one?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
No,
No.
I hate everyone, but no, that game will never come out.
Jeez, you don't have to hate everyone because that game won't come out.
I do though.
But
I want it to come out.
Yeah, so do I.
All right.
Every game from now on should always have a butt code.
Yeah, it's name it. Change the protagonist name to
Beyond
Butt.
Button Evil.
Beyond Good and Butt.
Just change all mention of good and evil to butt.
Beyond Button
All right.
Butt.
Seeing that there's a yearly release of a favorite franchise every year, what will be this year's release of Kingdom Hearts, God of War, and whatever else?
God
They
of War.
really need to just skip Kingdom Hearts this year.
God of War
Three's
comes
not
out
coming.
every year, dude. There's a God of War game every
What
year.
came out last year?
God of War for the Vita.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Kingdom Hearts they'll do a downloadable version of Dream Drop Distance for possibly PS4 and Xbox One, but definitely
That'd be
PS3
interesting.
and maybe Xbox 360. That or they'll just package 1.5 HD and 2.5 HD and put them out for PS4 and Xbox One.
I think that might be the one.
Yeah, that's more likely. Because I still don't think Kingdom Hearts 2 is coming out in 2016, so they could do the Dream Drop Distance thing as a DLC to that game next year. So,
Next one?
God of War. I don't know. Maybe God of War 5 will come out this year or 4. They're on 4 or 5.
I hope they don't do it.
They did Ascension. They'll do a 5th. They're gonna do another God of War. I guess God of War 4, numbered 4. Yeah. Yeah. What's the next question?
All right. What HD remake / HD remake of an HD game will come out this year?
Besides the one we already know.
Mass Effect. Yeah. Besides
That'd
one-
be nice.
I really want Mass Effect.
Mass Effect seems pretty likely.
Dragon Age 1 and 2.
Maybe, yeah. I can see
Bioshock?
that.
At least the first one.
Yeah. I can see them doing the second one either.
Yeah, I could see them doing the first Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock 1.
That's true.
Shit, do Bioshock 1 and Bioshock Infinite. Do it like a...
Will this complete skip 2?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course they would. Like... No, it'd be like Batman. I could see them doing Batman. Fuck. Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City. I know a lot of people...
Origins?
Yeah, of course. Like they would skip Origins. No, because Rocksteady would put that out. No, I would say Batman or Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on PS4.
Yeah, I think Uncharted's a lot, probably.
Yeah, I think that's definitely up there.
All right. Will Alex be absent on a show again in 2014?
For sure. I'll miss
Yes.
something. I'll miss one show.
Yep.
And what was it? I guess 2011 is the only time I never missed a show, right?
Maybe.
It's either 2011 or 2012. No, I missed one in 2012 because it was 2 before episode 200.
2010, you missed like episode 8 or something.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, it was 6.
All right.
Fucking 6. Whatever.
And then I came around like 20 episodes later.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, I'll miss one show at least. Well, Nobishin missed.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I missed a show this year. 100%
2014.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No.
I straight up didn't.
No, you didn't. That's
And like, oh, okay, so that's the thing that we were battling over. I
Yes,
thought that was
yes.
a serious thing. I thought that was like a.
That is a serious
I
thing.
thought that wasn't a serious thing. I thought that you were joking because I could have sworn I missed something this
I
year.
thought you missed something too. Fuck, man. Who will miss a show first, Scott or Nobishin?
Me, hands down.
Scott.
Yeah. But will Nobishin miss a show?
Yes.
Yeah, when you quit in the summer. Please don't quit, Nobishin. Please don't quit. Don't leave me with them. They'll tear me apart.
I'd have to start doing your job again.
Yeah. Nobishin just does Joe's job at this point, except like more work.
Yeah.
No, Nobishin quits. Joe comes back. Shit. Season 3.
No, I want to trade back. Duo.
Season 3, where like Joe was gone for season 2, and
Just go back to the roots.
Oh, no, we turned-
you, Evan, and Scott.
oh fuck, that'd be weird.
But Evan's never there.
That'd be super shitty. Scott and I could do a good show together, though. Just me and Scott. It'd be super not serious, though.
Nope.
Who cares? Is that it?
no, there's more.
Okay, good. Good. I'm enjoying this.
Will Greg actually play a game this year that we all agree is good?
No.
No way!
It'll never happen.
That's hilarious.
Maybe he'll do Bloodborne, but I think he's not gonna like it.
No, he'll play Bloodborne, but he'll think of some bullshit reason that it's
That's
not
true.
good. He'll be like, "Oh, it's not fast enough."
What the fuck are you talking about?
Greg, it's like 2 times as fast as Dark Souls. It's not fast enough.
Dark Souls was faster. It's better.
He'll say Dark Souls 1 was better.
Yeah.
Well, no, he'll say Demon Souls
Demon
was better.
Souls.
I don't know, dude.
Still plausible, but like, still, like, I won't derail that it's a good game.
Yeah. So here, let me get this off my chest. I love Greg to death.
Yeah.
I'll preface this by saying this. We all love Greg. You know, everybody gets on everybody's nerves sometimes, but like, Greg convinces himself not to like any games that he doesn't like.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't like the new Smash Brothers because he convinced himself not to like it.
Right.
That is the only reason. If he like Greg talks about it on Mupex, but he doesn't like popular things.
Yes.
He
Yeah, I
doesn't-
know.
He doesn't like popular anime, so he doesn't watch it because when he does watch it, he will convince himself not to like it. I think he's aware of that enough to know to not watch popular things. So, like, our goal as a team this year should be to change that about Greg. I'm not like for like change your friends.
for one thing.
But like one thing, like
Right.
Greg, just go into it with an open mind.
So here's what we should do. Just like get a game that we all like and don't talk about it, and then be like, "Hey, Greg, this game's a piece of shit. Play it."
I don't like. I feel like Greg also
But
likes.
talk about it. This game's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we'll be like, we know. Listen to
We
last week's
know.
podcast where we all raved about it. No,
Like, actually, this game sucks.
yeah, no. Greg won't like anything that we all like this year. I feel like Greg also likes bad things in spite of themselves.
It's true. Like Wolfenstein.
No,
Just
Wolfenstein's
joking.
fine.
Like
It's
Duke
all right.
forever.
Like Duke Nukem Forever.
that's
That
true.
is the perfect example. Thank you. No, I'm not saying change your friends, but I am saying we are going to make Greg a better person.
I'm saying change your Greg.
Change your Greg. We're going to make Greg a
2015 hashtag change your Greg.
Change your Greg. Change your Greg 2015. We're going to make Greg a more open-minded person about at least one thing this year. That's our New Year's resolution as an Irrational Passions team. Fuck, man.
All right.
That's a great question, Babashin. Thank you.
and one that can be immediately answered with no.
Nope. not a chance in hell. What's
All
next?
How many? Okay, this is actually a number you have to say this time.
Okay.
How many times this year will Evan unconsciously brag how rich he is?
Like, how many times the whole year, or like how many times a week?
How many times a week are we talking? 4 times. At least.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, like his... I'm not going to say
Dude,
it,
I
actually.
think it's gonna be up in the 20s, the 30s.
Unconsciously. Evan fucking... I wish we could share those, like, text message logs we have. Because we have, like, a text group thread that we all 6 of us text between. And he, like, plays into his character so
he
well.
does.
It's fantastic. He's like, I'm sorry, I'll just have another slave grab that for me. And I'm like, Evan, what the fuck?
Now, hold on. Be fair, Novice and egg that.
Oh
part
yeah,
off.
we'll set him up and he'll fucking knock it down out of the park every time. It's great. I love Evan. He is a joyous person. How many episodes will Evan be on the podcast this year? It'll be under 10, let's say. He's on less and
He'll-
less.
Yeah. He'll aim for 12.
You know why? It's
like
because
that.
I'm on more and more.
Yeah, he's trying to avoid Tony. That's what it
It's
is.
been that way since I trolled him out of Minecraft.
Yeah,
That was a long time ago.
that was a long time. Yeah. No, like I'd say 4 or 6.
How many roles will Troy Baker have in 2015?
I feel like less, maybe
25.
25 is a lot.
25.
Well, keep in mind, like he's in a bunch of garbage games too
That's
that
true.
no one plays.
Yeah, like, but the list I did last year, that was maybe like 10, maybe.
What?
Giant Bomb Day 5. Did you see that?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my god, watch it.
I know. I heard about. They talked about it on the show. Anyway, no, I'll say like it'll be on less. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
go generally less.
Generally,
I heard
less.
that part, actually.
I showed it to
It's
Scott.
good.
Is it good?
I showed it to Scott.
It's
while
like
we
a
were driving to
wrestling
his
thing,
house.
right?
No.
Oh, is that one of the other days?
Wrestling is like day 2.
I watched day
Dan Aykroyd
1,
does
and
the
that's
first thing.
the Mario Party thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That continues at the beginning of throughout each one.
Oh, okay, that's the narrative.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. That's
Yeah.
what I hope for. I watched Mario Party on GiantBomb.com.
Oh my god, it's so great.
Man, I started watching Mario Party 2.
Yeah.
That moment when Brad fucks everyone is fucking great.
Yep.
I'm only 40 minutes into that. I got 2 hours left. So
So near the end of that, I don't remember which cast member does it. One of them just gets a space where you get a lucky star, and everyone just like hates that Like the dragon
That
is so
that happens
hard.
to Drew on turn 3.
Yeah, another one happens near the end.
Awesome, great. That man,
And it's
I love
just-
how much they actively hate that.
Watch Jeff's face. Like, look at Jeff's face at the beginning, then skip 10 minutes, then skip 10 minutes. It gets worse
Like
and worse.
it gets like longer and longer. But I want them to be.
Can't wait for Mario Party 3.
Oh yeah, dude! I can't wait till they get on the GameCube
Yeah.
or on Mario Party 8
Or
on the
the
Wii.
one-
Fuck
yeah.
man. It's gonna be garbage.
It's going to be hot garbage.
Anyway, go watch Giant Bomb videos. They're great. Continue option.
Okay, this is the
We should
second
have
last
Mario
one.
Party.
Not 50 turns though.
50 turns.
Nope.
With rewards at the end.
Has our game of the year for 2015 been announced yet?
Fuck.
Zelda.
I would say, probably. I would say it's like it's gonna be like one of the big ones. It's gonna be like Witcher, Zelda, Persona.
Yeah.
If
that's
Persona
true.
comes out this year, like if Persona 5 comes out this year and is at least as good as Persona 4, I have zero doubts that will be our game of the year.
It's true.
Like Scott, Evan, and Greg can suck a dick.
Scott played Persona
Scott,
4.
you.
Scott likes
Fuck
it.
you.
Greg and Evan can suck a dick.
Greg and Evan can suck a dick. No, like, but I feel like you would like something more than you like Persona 5.
Well, duh. But like when it comes
Duh.
around to fighting for game of the year, it's not like I'm gonna be like, no, that can't win. I'm not gonna
you're
be
right.
like,
I'm just
Greg.
Yeah, Greg. I feel like. I also just another thing to add. Greg goes into every game of the year discussion thinking his game is going to be game of the year.
Yep.
Which is how I go into none of them.
Yep.
I'm like, I was so ready to lose that fight, but like I don't know, it's got an option on my side. So
Yeah, the majority of the podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that to be like so many people up there.
Right.
But like that's why Greg is always frustrated because Greg always loses. He did get this year. He got what 4.
I always wonder what Evan's mentality.
And that was so funny because I was re-listening to that our Game of the Year show. It was like you back Greg up so much as far as Wolfenstein.
I
And then,
was like, I'm gonna be a good friend for Greg, and then
and then at the end, you were like, "Hey, Greg, do you like how I backed you up?" He's like, he
Yeah.
didn't appreciate it whatsoever.
yeah, that was like after we finished recording. I'm like, Greg, you weren't expecting me to have your back, and he was like, whatever, man. And I'm like, Greg, I went out of my way. I died on a knife for you, man. I lost my leg to a grenade in that war for you. But he didn't care. If it hadn't been for me, Wolfenstein would not have been in the top 5.
And you played the national anthem on your way out.
Yep.
If it weren't for you in the way that you set that up, it wouldn't have made the top 10.
Probably. Yeah, no, I because I know Greg always gets frustrated, so I'm like, I'm gonna back him because I had the luck of playing through that game with Greg, so I know how much he liked it.
Right.
So, not happening again next year. I can tell you that ungrateful bastard's gonna have to deal with it. If Persona 5 comes out this year, then it's it.
It's
But
probably it. Yeah.
there could be something. Well,
Persona 5 could just suck.
I'm thinking like
Be really, really sad. But
I think it may be like a collective because it wouldn't be for me, but like Bloodborne would probably be for you guys and possibly Zelda. 'Cause I could get into Zelda myself. So
Nabashin, I would fight with you if Metal Gear Solid 5 is as good as it is. I would fight with you to get that number
dude.
1.
if I like you that much, I'm so worried about that game.
I know you are. I understand why you're concerned after everything that happened at the end of Ground Zeroes, but
Yeah.
dude, I think it'll still be good.
Yeah. All right. Last question. Which is funny. Which games do you think will fall into the rules of 3 this year?
Ooh, fuck. Persona 5 could, because 3, 4, and 5 are the only ones that are going to play like they do. So Persona 5 could be the worst of the 3.
That's true.
I doubt it, though. I'm going to put it out there. That development team is the best in the industry.
Well,
as far
I don't
as
know.
I'm
Like
concerned.
even if it's the worst of the 3, it might not play to the rule of actively bad.
Yeah, it's not like it could be weird and that's it. 3s get weird, right? So it could just be weirder. And if a Persona game is weirder,
Danganronpa 3 already kind of set itself up to do that.
yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Yeah, I think. But as far as Danganronpa, it'll be like the first one's always the best, and like the other ones they don't match up. But like probably the one I would think maybe this negates it a little bit because like Arkham Origins wasn't all that good, but like Batman Arkham Knight, I'm kind of like I don't know how much I'm gonna like the Batmobile stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. The combat looks awesome,
Yep.
but like the Batmobile stuff, I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to do all of that. But
I'm not too worried about that game. Like they've delayed it enough times to be like, oh yeah, they're gonna make sure that game's not broken. So I'm not too worried about that game. They've given it a wide berth. I bet like that game is done. They're just polishing it. I would say. Like I bet like that is a very hard game to polish, and they're gonna make that game good. And it'll come out in June. It'll be done way before then, but they'll just be polishing it up until then. But yeah, I think Batman could like be great. I think Witcher could be the best in the franchise.
That might be the first good trilogy since Gears, probably. Well, I never played The Witcher 1, and I don't know many people talk about The Witcher 1 like that.
Which one's just okay? It's got really great writing, but 2 is better in every way, and if 3 is better in every way, then yeah, that could be like the first full solid progression. I can't. What other 3s are coming out this year?
I'll have to look now.
There's a lot of 4s coming out this year. Is the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
Uncharted 4.
The Rule of 4.
We have to start making a Rule of 4s now, Bishan. I don't know, like Gears of War 4 might come out this year. I doubt it. God of War 4 might come out this year. I doubt it, but, you know.
Oops, that's 15.
A lot of
these
unknowns. Take your time.
Yeah, not a lot of 3s this year.
Yeah.
So-
Weird enough. Like, more like Persona-esque 3s that you have to kind of fit into it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Tony?
Well, there's 2 games, so hold on. I'm still looking.
You look like you're ready.
Not necessarily. I was thinking like they need to make more Danganronpa-esque games. I need more visual novels on my Vita.
You should play Hotel Dusk. It's for DS.
All right.
There's Virtue's Last Reward as well.
Yeah, Virtue's Last Reward and 999. You can get that on your phone or your iPad.
I hear really good stuff about that.
Yeah, same deal.
Desert golfing, is it as good as desert golfing?
You know what, Tony? I'll let you decide that.
Let me get a hole real quick.
Are you looking at the big list, Nobshin?
Yeah, I'm looking. Dead Island 2.
Nope. Garbage. You could say like that Dying Light in the Rule of Threes in regard to Techland games. I don't know. Is this going to be good Techland or bad Techland? Yeah. I don't know. That's a hard one to say.
Yeah, you're right there. It's like 0 3s this year, which is weird.
There's a lot of 4s, which is depressing. But like, I feel like we're going to get a lot of new IPs announced at E3. Most of them will be indie games, I'm sure, or smaller games.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we're going to love them. And hopefully they'll fill out our big 10 games this year comfortably with the AAA games. So we'll see.
Yep, that was a dumb question. So there you go. That's all of them.
Sorry, you had 3 hits, so it's not a big deal. All right. If you guys have predictions for 2015, I'll send them in for next week. Maybe we'll do some predictions for next year, or for next week. I could lay out some predictions. So that's mailsack@irrationalpassions.com, MAILSACK. And the voicemail line is 404-590-1337. Standard long distance fees do apply. I know we did get a voicemail and I think an email this week, but we
Do
don't
next week.
We don't have time. We're at 3 hours now, so
Let's go for another 3. We got this.
Fuck it, man.
We did it 2 weeks ago. We can do it again.
yeah, fuck it. We did. I don't know why I said we did.
Game of the Week show.
Game of the Week show. We did.
Top 10 in
I did. I said it again. We are on Twitter. God damn it.
We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter. I got like my lisp and my mouth doesn't work. You can follow each of us. I'm at AlFighter27. Evan is at Sticker Glue. Scott is at What Techuz. Nobishin is at NABESHIN186. That's Nobishin186. Tony's at Tony Horvath, all one word. And Greg is at Gregory Blaney, all one word. Some other stuff, please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Follow the site and the show on Twitter at IrrationalPod. And go to VGEvo.com. Check out the awesome podcast network there that we are a part of. Go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/IrrationalPassions, and watch me play Zelda. I'm currently playing through Skyward Sword. I finished Link to the Past. You can go watch the end of that. See how sad I get. And tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. And, of course, check out the website, IrrationalPassions.com. Are we going to do something this year, something new with closing topics this year?
Not this week.
Not this week.
Fairy talk.
Fairy talk. What?
Fairy tale.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Come on, man.
Scott, what were you gonna say?
The answer is probably not, because we could probably just revisit a couple of the old ones.
I think we should do something new that we can do every episode. We'll think about it though. Core Talk's gone.
It is gone.
so-
forever.
Maybe we can figure something out. We'll see. Stay tuned for that. If you have any ideas, again, you know the email, you know my Twitter and the Irrational Pod Twitter. So that's it. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Tony, for coming over.
Hey.
Hanging out for a bit. Thank you, Nabashin, of course, for the awesome questions as well. I've been Alex O'Neill. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys too.
Thank you guys too.
Thank you guys for listening. I'm sick right now. I'm sorry.
Thank you to listen.
Thank you to listen. Thank you to Danny Wiesner.
Damn.
I'm a mess. For our opening music of Two Player Co-op and our closing music of The World is Saved. I was going to do break music this week, but I'll do it next week. Anyway, again, thank you for listening. I've been Alex O'Neill. Play your games. Stay rational. We will talk to you guys next week. We got some good titles. Tony.
Got the titles.
I've got the power!
Sprite with tar. Hashtag name your junk after a game.
Mass Effect.
The black guy in California's name is Microphone. The Shepherd Collection. Just turn it on and walk away. I'm really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it!
Cut off all his clothes with an X-Acto knife. I'm having fun, but I'm not. Dowsing for days. Greg's not good in Souls games. As often as Captain Planet. Plague Butt versus Plague Butt. Beyond and Butt and Evil.
Whoops.
Change your Greg.
Change your Greg. Start the year off right.
Okay. Sure.
Or what do you guys think?
This week was really good on titles.
Yeah, it was. Beyond Butt and Evil is also really good.
I like that as well.
I like Sprite with tar a lot.
Yeah, that was a good way to start it. Tastes like there's tar in it. I know it's not that. But this is like that without that.
Like, I know it's not the taste that
I
I was
know.
aiming for, but like, you know what I mean. Because you've all had Sprite. Let's see, mine. I think we're three-way split on this one because like, mine is the black guy in California with the microphone.
Black guy in California's name is
TGICNIM.
Microphone. I can tell you this much. That's not going to be the actual title. I'm not going to write that in iTunes.
Why not?
Because for all of the reasons.
I know.
Cut off all his clothes with an X-Acto knife.
No. God damn it.
It's really
about-
funny though.
How about I'm really feeling it?
Okay.
I am feeling it.
I could cut in the fucking thing of him saying that.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Can you put Mr. Krabs right after it?
I will cut. No, I'll cut in fucking Shulk saying that shit.
Really feeling it,
I'm really feeling it,
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs. Krabs.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
All right, I'll say the episode number.
Sure.
That's what you need to do. You need to have. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
I'm really feeling it.
I will try to future me. If you're going to actually do that, I'm sorry. That shouldn't be too easy to find or too hard to find.
It shouldn't be too hard to find. The problem would be finding a good enough clip alone.
Yeah, I'll do
And
it.
if you can't, whatever.
Yeah, I'll just put in the Shulk thing. That'll be easy to find. All right, this is Rational Passions Podcast, episode 211. That's it.
All right.
The end.
I like the show notes down at the bottom that says like follow the streams. We are live every week, almost
Yeah, I
every
need to
night.
fucking update that so bad. I can do that. With this.
Check out our iPhone app. We still have an iPhone.
Stop
app?
recording.
Yeah, stop recording.
Yeah, it was automatic.
Yeah, Libsyn makes it when we subscribe at a certain level. Thank you for watching, everybody. We love you guys.
What do I search?